Oh, how sweet it is! It is MLB Sunday Night Baseball, and now that we're coming out of the weeds of the week, we found out this will be the final season of MLB baseball on ESPN. So soak it up while you can, because apparently the MLB is not trying to. I am the captain, joined tonight by my co-host and play-by-play man, Stat Boy Mike.
That's
Mike,
me.
how was your weekend?
It was a great weekend. Went to work yesterday. 3 days of solid work. Nice little Sunday off finally. Work tomorrow, then back in the sports bar tomorrow on Tuesday at 7 o'clock for all the sports news and updates. Plenty to talk about. Playoff season is just around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
For NBA and NHL. NBA is set. NHL is just getting the last few games in right now. So we'll see where that goes. Unfortunately, we're in a 45-minute rain delay out there in LA because the skies have opened up, but it's not too bad. So you're going to be listening to us talk for 45 minutes before the first pitch. Scheduled time starts at 7:45 Eastern, 4:45 Pacific.
Yeah, I mean it's been a fairly active weekend for sports. I guess start at the top, where we ended just before we went live. We learned of the passing of the Juice O.J. Simpson on Friday. 76 years old from cancer. Apparently no one except his close family knew he was ill. We were talking about his supreme accomplishments as an athlete. 1967 first round pick. Most Heisman votes ever in a runner-up year, most Heisman votes ever in a winning year, 2,000 yards in a 14-game season, five-time All-Pro running back, led the NFL in rushing 4 out of 5 years at one point, Hurts pitch man, Naked Gun.
Yep.
And then everything that occurred from 1994 onward.
Yeah, everyone is still talking about the trial of the century. I mean, as soon as I heard the news, turned on CNN, I got Wolf Blitzer talking about, what happened? I'm seeing OJ go like this. He's struggling to put the gloves on and everything and whatnot. And if it doesn't fit, you must quit and all that. And then, of course, he was found not guilty, went to the civil trial. That's where everything really started to go south. I mean, although criminally he was not, he was
acquitted. Yeah,
he was acquitted, but unfortunately, thanks to civil
criminally
law,
acquitted, publicly scorned.
Yeah, exactly. He was found responsible or legally responsible,
liable. Yeah,
not liable. $33.5 million judgment, which is now being challenged by his estate, which is the right thing to do. I mean, he didn't have a lot of money, folks. I mean, I'm sorry.
If he did, he spent up most of it during that first criminal trial.
Oh yeah, indeed.
Johnny Cochran and F. Lee Bailey don't come cheap. I mean,
no.
Bailey's bill on scotch alone, was going to be staggering.
There you go. And so,
not to mention Barry Scheck, Peter Neufeld, the DNA experts. He brought in the top appellate lawyer in the country from Harvard, Dershowitz, who had actually gotten Klaus von Bülow acquitted. I mean, it was a pretty top-tier team. And then you had also Shapiro, who was basically the L.A. lawyer at the time. And then Kardashian.
Robert Kardashian,
I've always heard Robert was a really lovely human being, but damn, what the fuck happened to that gene pool?
We don't know, If it wasn't for that trial, we would not learn of the Kardashians at all. They just would have been another family that just wouldn't have gone all haywire and all that.
Yeah, but I mean, with one of them getting with Kanye, I mean,
Well, and then then there's Bruce Jenner, aka now known as Caitlyn Jenner. There's a piece of work right there.
That's a whole operation in and of itself. No pun intended.
No pun intended, indeed. I mean, I saw their tweets. I saw all of the tweets. # OJ Simpson. Caitlin's already, trying to attack OJ. He's dead. You can't hurt him anymore. Leave him alone. And of course, then everyone starts attacking Caitlin. They're like, oh, well, what about when you were Bruce and you had a car accident and you killed somebody? Oh, well, I was found not guilty too. It's the same scenario, folks. You can't shine shit, no matter how you do, no matter how you try. You just can't do it.
My ex-wife said the same thing at our divorce hearing.
Wow.
Or was that my mother-in-law? One and the same.
And when I visited USC, I think in 1996, we went out there for a science thing, and so we got a tour of the campus, and they took us into the sports hall or whatever, and
yep.
I went right over to OJ's jersey and the trophy. I went there, and I was just there for like 5 minutes, and they're like, it's still here. They're like, yeah, it's still here. We're not taking this down, regardless of what happened. As the last time I actually was in near Brentwood, I think the mansion was there.
Yeah, it's been demolished. I think it got torn down 10 years ago, roughly.
I think so. I was there with my brother one time, and we were on Bundy Drive, and
yeah, Bundy was where Nicole lived, and then
the Bundy estate is still there. Unfortunately, the property is literally covered in bushes.
Yeah, they've changed the outer facade of it so that you wouldn't.
You can't tell what it is. I mean, it's literally a wall of bush, foliage, whatever you want to call it. The Brentwood estate is gone.
I was about to go blue there, but I guess I just got to go back. It was. I'm trying to think. It was 710 South Bundy, and then there was.
Tarp away. The rain delay is almost over. The tarp is coming off the field in Dodger Stadium right now.
Oh, very good. So hopefully things will get going at a brisk pace. We had the Masters this weekend. Tiger made the cut to our surprise, but then to our surprise, he finished dead last at, what was it, 16 over his worst outing in the history of his career. 16 over par, his worst career ever 72 hole score as a pro anyway.
Renegade and I had an interesting conversation.
And it's just gone official. Scheffler has won his second Masters.
There you go. Good job, Scott. The number one guy wins. There you go. As we were doing on one of our WrestleMania talks, Renegade put me on the spot. He's like, in a boxing match, are you going to bet on Mike Tyson? I'm like, yeah. In a baseball match, in a hockey match, you going to bet on Wayne Gretzky? I said, yeah. He's like, you going to bet on Tom Brady? I said, whoa, that's where I draw the line. I said in golf, are you going to bet on Tiger Woods? I'm like, I would have said yes, but Tiger is up there in years. He's 48 years old. He's had a lot of medical problems: back, ankles, shoulders,
knees,
head, shoulders, knees, and toes, all that good stuff.
Yeah,
and he's just not the same Tiger as he was. He's still. He's top tier for greatest of all time in golf. No problem there.
Oh yeah.
But now it's like, they had Jack Nicklaus on sitting there in his green jacket that he won. I don't see him going out on the course anytime soon. There is a video of making.
Well, good God, Nicklaus has got to be pushing 80.
Oh yeah. But he did an 85-foot putt or something. He actually showed one of the youngsters how to do it.
Holy smokes!
Just knocked it right in.
That's why he won 16 Masters or 16 major championships.
Indeed, he did.
And I think to this day, I believe Nicklaus still holds the record for the best score ever to finish a U.S. Open. I think
that's true as well.
Someone double check my math there, but I think he still holds the best U.S. Open finish. Let's see. Well, what do you want as far as playoffs go? You want to start NHL or NBA?
Well, I'm more of a hockey guy than a basketball.
Let's start there then.
But the playoffs aren't quite finished yet. There's still one or two spots left in the East. The West is ready to go. The 8 teams are in,
So it looks like
and
Tampa is leading the Eastern wild card. The Capitals would be the second one, but Detroit is right on their heels.
yep,
And the Flyers and the Pens, too, looks like.
yeah. The East is still going strong, and doggone it, I don't want you guys seeing all that.
And it looks like the West is set.
Yeah, the West is set. They're ready to go. I think the defending champion Knights actually clinched the final playoff spot. They saved the best for last. I mean, I would think that the Knights would be that team that would want to defend their title and get it done quickly. But they waited till the very last minute, which has me a little bit worried about their chances on defending Lord Stanley's Cup.
I mean, they've already won it 2 years in their first 6-7 years of existence. I forget exactly how long they've been around.
They, they got to the finals in their inaugural season.
Yeah.
And then they had a great 4-year stretch as playoff contenders, and then finally it got broken, and then they decided, well, we're not going to do that anymore. We're actually going to win the cup, which they finally did. Now they have to defend the cup. But like I said, to be the last team in the conference to clinch your spot, that worries me a little bit. Now, of course, the Kings did that 2012, 2014. They were the number 8 seed when they won the cup. So it shows that any team at any time doesn't matter what you're ranked, you can still win no matter what. It's just going to be, it's just the stats, you know. The number 1 team is supposed to beat the number 8 team. The number 2 team is supposed to beat the number 7 team. You know, 3 beats 6.
You know, and I filled out my March Madness bracket just along those very lines, and it did not turn out that way.
Yeah, it never does. It never does, you know.
Well, as far as Boston, we know Boston last year, historically, on paper, the greatest regular season team of all time, if I remember.
Oh, yes.
And then they just shriveled like an onion peel left out in the sun. Are they sneakily good again? Are they? Because I haven't watched a single hockey game this year. I just remember that great run Boston went on last year.
I am worried about the Presidential Cup curse. You know, if you're the Presidential Cup champion, that's your secondary prize. That's you know, you want Lord Stanley's Cup. You don't want the President's Cup. You can be the top dog, and then before you know it, the number 8 seed comes in and kicks you out.
Let's see, Florida Panthers. Holy shit, the Toronto Maple Leafs got the 3rd seed.
Yeah, I don't know if a Canadian team is ever going to win the cup in my lifetime.
I was going to say, I think Harold Ballard just sat up in his grave and was pissed off because they made the playoffs, and he's, not, he wanted to be just enough to get all the revenue, but not, actually win anything, apparently.
Right.
Harold Ballard was such a schmuck. God. Is there a worse owner in the history of professional sports other than Harold Ballard? I would probably nominate Charles Comiskey up there because in an era of pure human scum, he was hated by other human scum. The first owner of the Buccaneers, he was pretty rotten. We've had a few. Well, you're a Yankee fan. Where do you? What's your thought? It's like Steinbrenner. Does he go down in history as one of the greatest owners of all time? One of the worst owners? I mean, does he just kind of trail pale water?
I would put him on the positive side because you can't.
I think ultimately you have to because he got it done.
You can't say anything bad about the Yankees unless you're a Red Sox fan. You just can't, okay?
I beg to differ, sir.
They are the dominant team. They've got the most World Series championships. It's the Pinstripes. It's New York. They are geographical rivals with Los Angeles, New York, LA, no matter which, in any sport, no matter where you look. you're going to have East Coast, West Coast, and whatever. So Steenbrenner goes on the plus side for that.
As time has moved on, I've started to see George.
Time out. Hold on. I'm not a fan of the Yankees. I just bet on the Yankees because they make me money.
Why did I think you were a Yankee fan?
Because I was watching a couple of Yankees games and they were winning, so they made me money. So I liked them.
Okay, for some reason I thought that was either your team or it's stuck in my head. Who is your MLB team?
My team are the Angels. Remember that?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You and Ray are both Angel fans.
Right.
Like as time has gone on, I've started to see George in a little bit better of a light, at least as an owner, because it seems like his offspring doesn't know jack shit about what they're doing, because they have not really done much under that administration. But that as it may. Well, your Angels should be happy. Mike Trout looks like Mike Trout this year.
It's a slow start. I mean, they are 7-8. They are one game under 500. They did lose to Boston today. Mike Trout was the only Angels to complete the leg of the parlay that was available to me, but the others didn't. Trout can't do it all alone. Bottom line, he just can't. He's got to have some help.
Try to get Artie Moreno to understand that.
Artie will never understand the business of baseball. I'm sorry, and I will promote that till I'm 50 years old and old and shriveled up in a wheelchair with a catheter up my head. But unless that stadium can magically move from Orange County to Los Angeles, you are Anaheim. Deal with it. You are not Los Angeles. Get that through your head. Bottom line.
No, they are not L.A.
No.
I love L.A. Oh.
Yankees are the favorite, of course, to win the AL East at minus 125. All the other teams in that division are underdogs, with Boston being the 25-1 underdog. So that's according to ESPN Bet. I don't play on ESPN Bet. I play on FanDuel. Look at the tag. Ask me how to get bonus bets on FanDuel.
So in this, getting back to the NHL playoffs, just really briefly here in the East, looks like you got the Capitals, the Red Wings, the Flyers, and the Pens duking it out for this very last playoff spot.
Oh, yeah.
And the Islanders look like they are still hanging on. I mean, who do you think is eventually going to make it in from the East? Because the West is set.
Well, Detroit's, of course, got it locked on that. They've got enough cups to fill a cabinet, so we don't really need Detroit in there right now. I'm okay with the Islanders; they're a good team, but I'm more West Coast than East Coast. So
fair enough.
Let me bring that up real quick. Let's take a quick look in here and see what I can. I got to go with Boston. The Bruins are everywhere. I have seen a lot of Bruin fans and Carolina Hurricane fans in Sevier County most recently last year. Everybody else, they'll have an equal chance. They'll have their shot, but numbers don't lie.
I was actually watching a documentary the other night on the Anaheim Ducks, and did you know that their head coach is also Martin Sheen's son? I had no idea about this.
No idea.
This Gordon Bombay dude. I mean, granted, he does look a lot like Marty Sheen, but I mean, you got Marty Sheen, tremendous actor. You got Charlie Sheen, tremendous offender. You've got Gordon Bombay. Thanksgiving around the Sheen house must just be weird.
Yeah, Charlie's the black sheep of the family, that's for certain.
Yeah, but he's probably also the most fun.
Oh, he's had plenty of fun, that's for sure. There ain't no denying that.
He was definitely winning, to put it mildly.
You can't forget that. He says he's winning.
What was that one line? Vatican Assassin Warlock. That one to me is still.
That was a weird one.
Well, that's what hanging out with, that doofus looking guy and that shithead little kid will do to you for 10 years. You just lose your friggin' marbles.
But
There's no coming back from that.
the babes were hot on 2.5 Men. They were, I mean, that's a dream job to have babes like that on set all the time. I mean, come on, man.
It's like, dude, all you gotta do is learn a half dozen repeatable lines an episode, show up looking like you're hungover, which probably is not much of a stretch, and just half-ass get along with your boss. Do those 3 things, and we're gonna pay you handsomely. I do those 3 things, and I don't get paid handsomely.
And then we're going to kill you off at the start of the next season, and we're going to bring in this other doofus.
God.
I'm sorry. Ashton Kutcher could not save that show. John Cryer.
Laurence Olivier was not going to save that show, my friend.
There was one scene where he was like, he was calling up his ex-girlfriend to buy Johnson's baby shampoo. For some reason, I don't know why. And he's like, no, you're acting like a child. I'm like, who writes this garbage?
Hey. I mean, if I had to pull for a team in the playoffs, I mean, my Blackhawks are not exactly what you would call good.
No, the youngster couldn't help him this year.
I know Maddie's an Avalanche fan. I mean, I would just for the sake of history, I would like to see the Maple Leafs pull it off just for the sake of Toronto, because they haven't won a cup since, what, 67, 66?
I want to see a Canadian team win the cup just once in my
Well,
life.
not Edmonton, because they'll never shut up about it. Yeah, for the sake of the Maple Leaf fans who have long suffered, I would like to see them pull it off. Let's see, you said 6:45 is when the...
Yep, in about 20 minutes.
All right. Let's see. We got the NBA playoffs. They are set minus the play-in tournament. So we got Eastern Conference: Celtics, Knicks, Bucks, Cavaliers, Magic, Pacers. And then looks like the play-in, you got Sixers, Heat, Bulls, Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks will never die.
Nope.
They're just that one pro sports team that they're always there.
Yep.
See, so the Pistons are out, the Wizards are out, Hornets are out, Raptors are out, and the Nets are out. The Nets finished 50-30. I mean, Boston owned that conference this year, but they finished 14 games out. That is, I mean, again, it's one of those teams. I would love to see the Knicks win an NBA title just for the sake of long-suffering Knicks fans who haven't gotten to experience happiness in a long time. An ex-girlfriend just sent me a text. Billy Joel has a concert on CBS tonight. It's his 100th sold-out show at MSG. Thought you might want to watch it.
You converse with your ex?
Yeah, the only one that I converse with, just because we're such music freaks. It was one of those breakups where it was like we both really liked each other. It's just geography was not going to be our friend.
I got you.
But yeah,
I believe that I can be civil with my ex. I will be respectful to my ex, both of them. I just don't think, though, that it'll ever happen. As much as I can, like I say, I can be polite, I can be respectful, I can say hello, hi, how are you, what's new. All it's going to take is like one bad memory or thought, and then before you know it, the whole conversation will go south.
Well, that's the thing with exes is the longer you were together, the more you know each other's, ticks, boiling points. Like you know exactly what to say or what to do to just flip that switch in each other.
I wouldn't do that intentionally either. I never do. I never intentionally try to upset anyone. or
Well, like Billy Joel's saying, we wouldn't start the fire, or we didn't start the fire,
right.
whatever. Yeah.
I mean, but unfortunately, I make people mad just by saying hello. So it's like, hey, I'm
Yeah.
damned if I don't. What do you want? I can't read minds. My mother is guilty of this too. She's like, oh, you know what I like. I'm like, no, that's why I'm asking. I have no clue what you like. I don't want to be wrong. I want to be right. Give me the answer. Until like we would forget about it, then I don't want it anymore. I'm like, well, what do you want? I'm trying to work with you here. I'm sorry if you're not a Coke or a Pepsi person. I'm a root beer guy. What do you want?
I think of every ex in my entire life, I can only think of two that one we just like that was just pure anarchy, and then one fairly recent, about what is 20, call it 3 years ago. Uh, we never had a fight or an argument, but there were just it got to the point to where the words were just it was like sandpaper. It was nothing. The fire never started, but it was like one of us at one time or another was just there with the flint switch and the stick
Oh
trying to
yeah.
upset. But
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
but she's happily unremarried with a new baby daddy. So I can only wish her and her offspring bastard spawn the best.
That's the honorable thing to do. I mean, I don't know much about what my second ex is up to now. They're living their life, and that's basically it, really. Less than 18 minutes to go on the first pitch, as we're getting more and more recaps of what happened in the league today.
Yeah, that's actually where I was just saying, going to take a look here at the West really quick. Thunder, Nuggets, Timberwolves, Clippers, Mavs, Suns, and then you got Pelicans, Lakers, Kings, and Warriors in the play-in. It's tough for me. I really like Denver, but I don't know if Boston. I don't know. I would like to get Denver and Boston in the finals just to settle it.
I don't see Denver repeating this year. I really don't. I've been saying it's going to be a Boston, Minnesota NBA Finals. Boston's been dominating. Minnesota is our residential team here. Dory Lou loves the Timberwolves. She's a Minnesota girl, so we're going to be looking for that. My Greek squad here with the Bucks. Hey, why not? If Giannis did it once, he can do it again. But we'll see. If Giannis is healthy, he has a shot at it. If they get hurt, if he gets hurt and he doesn't want to play, that could hurt the chances. I'm not expecting the Lakers to get out of the play-in tournament. I'd rather see the Warriors get in, just on a betting stance, because there were some great parlays in the NBA, and the problem was LeBron was a GTD, a game time decision. And I'm like, well, what am I going to – I don't want to make the bet and then have the bet voided, which would technically be a win, if LeBron's not going to play. I need to know if he's going to play. I cannot wait until 5 minutes before game time, and then I hear, oh, he's not going to play. I'm like, well, you just cost me $300, brother. I mean, it's a 30-1 shot on this parlay to score 30 points, which I know you can do. But then we got to worry about the other people in the parlay as well. But
let's see. Yeah, the MLB. What were the scores looking like today? Well, let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. My Chicago White Sox are just walking cow dung. We dropped a thriller to the Reds, 11-4. We are now 2-13.
ouch.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I knew going into this year we were going to be human pond scum, but just to live it out every day of my life. I've already been through one of these rebuilds. I can't do it again. I mean, I'm going to have to do it again, but damn it, I don't want to go through it. It's like that, that second time that you have to, it's like you go in for the oh, what do they call the finger up the prostate exam? Yeah, the prostate exam, and
Yeah.
you're trying to psych yourself up. I'm going to get through this. Oh, Doctor, Schmoly Roll can't see you today. You're going to have to come back tomorrow. It's like, damn it! I feel like I basically just went through this. So well, being a White Sox fan and a daily prostate exam, that just tickles me in places I don't want to talk about.
Me neither. I know that exam is, it has to be done from a doctor's point of view. Doc, I'd rather die. I'm sorry, it ain't happening.
Well, that was what Vince Lombardi told his doctor. He's like, I'm not letting you shove anything up my ass. And then he went to the which was basically a prostate exam again.
I've lived a good life. I think I'll make it to 50. Then I can retire. But that ain't happening, boss. Even if the doctor is hot, it ain't happening. No, thank you.
So if Baywatch era Pam Anderson walks in with a garden hose, you're just still not even going to go for it.
Hell no. Hell no. Not gonna happen, Doc. You're gonna have to knock me out and keep me asleep for 6 hours after the procedure, so I'll have no idea when it took place. And this guy has an NES on his sports. Wow, that's clever. Some ESPN analyst has got a bunch of sports books, and he's got the classic NES with 4 games. Kudos to you, buddy.
See, the Angels dropped a heartbreaker to the Red Sox today, 5-4.
Yeah.
The Angels haven't been abysmal this year. That's your team. Red Sox are Maddie's team. Wish Maddie was here tonight. Hope all goes well tonight, brother.
Yeah.
The Angels haven't been pathetic this year. Trout cannot play a full 162. They lost Shohei. Their pitching is
substantial.
It's just like, and then you've got Anthony Rendon. Just basically the modern day. Oh God, what would we compare him to? Who is that guy for the Chicago Cubs? Passed away here recently. Let's play two.
Was it Wakefield? He just passed away.
Chicago Cub.
I know Tim Wakefield passed away recently, but I don't think that's him.
Oh God, what was his name? Oh Lord, Chicago Cub, famous player. Ernie Banks. Yeah, Anthony Rendon, the guy who just puts baseball ahead of everything in life and, just wants to play baseball all day, every day. Is he going to go down as the worst? What, do you think his contract's going to go down worse than Pujols for the Angels? Pujols' deal, that was bad.
No. The Pujols thing, I liked him in the beginning. I liked the machine. I liked number 5, but he just didn't produce at the end, and that's what really.
Well, they backloaded that contract, which you looked at the average annual value, and it wasn't much value. See. Brewers lost one to the Orioles. The Orioles are 9-6. Jackson Holiday got his first career MLB hit. I think the Orioles are going to be fine. They started the year out with a lot of pitching injuries. I think the Orioles are going to be fine long term.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I had a manager at work who was a Orioles guy, and he likes to rip into me every time the Orioles won a game and the Angels lost a game. I'm like, I'm going to go to HR over this if you don't stop. But
you're going to go to Toby Fleenerson and over in the annex and just complain that Well, the Pirates today, they keep their winning ways alive. They absolutely hammered the Phillies 9-2. Zach Wheeler I actually have on my fantasy team, and he got lit up for 5 earned runs in 4 innings. I think he did not look good. The Rockies shut out by the Blue Jays. Rockies are 4-12. They are 2 wins away from the White Sox. Blue Jays are 8-8. Uh, Braves won one with a go-ahead 3-run dinger from Marcell Ozuna today over the Marlins. The Marlins dropped to 3-13. So you got the White Sox, the Marlins, and the Rockies as your not so good teams so far this year. Royals, my surprise pick to win the division this year. The Royals, they are 10-6. They actually dropped one today to the Mets.
Yeah, that's why I'm sticking with the Yankees when it comes to New York. I'm not going with the Mets.
Never go full Met. Wow, 66 people watching us, and the game hasn't even begun. Thank you, one and all, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Tigers beat the Twins today, 4-3. Yankees dropped one to the Guardians, 8-7. Guardians are 10-5. Yankees are 12-4. That was in the 10th inning. So far, the Yankees have been the best team in baseball to start the season. Let's see here. Giants drop one to the Rays, 9-4. Giants are 6-10, which I kind of think. I kind of think the Giants bounce back. I like the roster. Rangers drop it to the Astros, 8-5. The defending World Series champions are 8-8 to begin the year. Athletics over the Nationals, 7-6. Athletics are 7-9. And the White Sox are 2-13. God, can I get a break? Please. Please don't. Just make the Athletics finish one game crappier than me, and I can at least lay my head on a semi-comfy pillow. Cubs 3-2 over the Mariners. Mariners, I really like the Mariners this year, but they have not started. They seem like they just got a weird hitch in their giddy up right now. And the Diamondbacks shut out the Cardinals 5-0. Diamondbacks are 8-8, same as the defending champion Rangers, who they lost that World Series to. Have you actually got a book to keep score here?
Yep.
Wow.
That's what I used to do when I would go to Dodger and Angel Stadium. I would buy.
No, I used to do that myself. So you're just only the second. Third person I've ever met who does that, other than myself.
Oh yeah, I learned how to do it, and I would get a few questions from the people around, like what does each symbol mean and all that, and it's like, this was the early beginnings of StatBoy. I would look at the big screen, I would look at their averages, I would look at their streaks, I would look at how many pitches a pitcher has. I'd look at all that stuff. Then I'd focus on the score. And so then I'm like, oh, well, this guy's coming up. He's batting under 200. Don't expect much. And then he'd get that lucky hit. Oh, that was his 4th hit in 6 games. I'm like, oh, well, why didn't you tell me that in the beginning? Well, see, I would do mine in pen. I wouldn't do it in pencil. I would never do it in pencil.
I don't know if I could go pen. I would need the pencil on that one. Actually, next Saturday is going to be a really proud moment for me and my brother. It's my 5-year-old nephew's first T-ball, game. I've been waiting for this a long time. His little league team is called the White Sox, and his dad is a career-long, die-hard Brave fan, and I love reminding him every day that his firstborn son's first team is a White Sox.
Yep.
Let's see.
Warming up a little bit. It is still raining in Los Angeles. It's not too bad of a rain. We got about 5 minutes to go, so.
Yeah. Oh, so that's why my audio feed hasn't started. Oh well.
They're announcing the starting lineups to the Dodger Blue faithful. 56 degrees, light rain, more rain in LA than Seattle right now on the field report. Oh my God! It rains in California. What are you thinking?
It never rains in California.
That of course that's the one thing I don't miss from California is the weather, because it's never supposed to rain in Southern California.
It does occasionally. I mean, they gotta, get a drink somehow.
But then, of course, Eyewitness News, KTLA, NBC4, KCBS, and KCAL. That's your number one news story. Whenever the rains come down, there could be aliens landing. The president's motorcade could come down. Uh, there could be there could even be a police chase happening when they talk about the weather.
I mean, if I do remember correctly, what was that, June? Let's see, 13, 40, 50s. That was June 17th, 1994. I remember the weather was quite spectacular. I mean, they couldn't have picked a better day for the pilot of that series. God, I'm awful. I am atrocious. These two young people in their cold graves, and here I am thinking this is a sitcom or something. Well, it was perfect. I mean, you had the perfect cast. The lawyers looked like lawyers. The judge looked like a judge. The witnesses looked like witnesses. The stenographer. Actually, I don't even know what the stenographer looks like. I'm just going to guess she looked like a stenographer. The snozberries tasted like snozberries.
I would love to download the transcript of that trial just once.
Well, gosh, I'm trying to figure out if I. I was thinking if I combined the thickest books I have, like I've got Emily Post's Etiquette, I've got Mark Twain's autobiography, I've got Vincent Bugliosi's book on the Kennedy assassination, a couple of Webster's dictionaries. I mean, the transcript of that thing had to weigh more than OJ during his playing days. And OJ was about, what, 220, 225 when he was in Buffalo?
Yeah.
So, yeah. What weighed more, OJ in his rookie year with the Buffalo Bills or the trial transcript? That would be a good one to dig up. How long was the OJ Simpson trial transcript? Let's see. Well, speak of the devil, my friend. CNN, you can actually download the entire trial script off CNN.com.
No way.
I'm putting the link in right now.
Unbelievable.
See, I just made your dream come true. Now you can,
Wow. The entire trial transcripts day by day.
It's the trial of the century. It will never go away. Any hoopity doobity. There was one other thing I was going to ask you about, and I can't remember what the hell it was. Oh, do you follow horse racing at all?
Not very much. Usually, I keep an eye on the Kentucky Derby, and then
Yeah.
I look.
This is the first year we're actually going to cover the Triple Crown. Maddie's never watched a horse race in his life, so me being a horse race guy, I was like, okay, we're popping that cherry this year. You are watching at least the Derby, the Preakness, and the Belmont. The pomp, the pageantry, the mint juleps.
I only get interested if there's a chance for the Triple Crown. Like I'll watch the Kentucky Derby, Then I'll watch the Preakness or the Belmont, whichever one comes next. And if the winner of the Kentucky Derby does not win the next race, I don't go to the third race. I want to see a Triple Crown take place as well, but
Well, we've had two in the last 15 years,
it's been a while.
I think. We had Secretariat, which was the last one, I think that was 73. Then we didn't
Right.
have one again until sometime in the 20 teens, I think. But then we had two within a couple of years of each other. I can't remember exactly. So we've had three in the last 50 odd years. But anywho, where was my? Oh, there's my game cast. All right.
All right, James.
Stat Boy's watching the game. I've got
game on. First batter up, and it's
I've got LA 570 in my ear.
We have a game on. We already have the first out on the first pitch. Bogarts grounds from third to first, one out.
Well, that was fast.
That was fast. One pitch, one out.
Tatis Jr.
Batting 288 right now. And Paxton's up, and here's the pitch. And it's a bit on the high side, but it is called a strike. No, it was called a ball. It was called a ball. It was right on the line, though. Again, this is me calling it as I see it, and that's a strike, and we're 1-1. That ball was right on the inside line.
So we got Bogarts, Tatis, Cronenworth, Machado, Profar, Kim, Campusano, Merrill, Rosario. That's 1 through 9 for.
Next pitch was outside.
That was fouled off. Pitch number 7 coming up in this at bat.
You're 3 pitches ahead of me there, so.
Oh wow!
That's a swing. That's a swing and a miss. That's a strike 2 right there from Tatis.
Well, since you're doing play-by-play, I'll provide the usual color.
There you go. 2-2 the count to Tatis. Here comes the next pitch from Paxton. Did he go? No, he did not go. Ball was in the dirt. We have a full count, 3-2. Here's the replay. It looks close, but he stopped at the very last second. Here's the next pitch coming in, and it's fouled up and back out of play.
I can still remember when Paxton was coming up through the minor leagues for the Mariners organization, and he was a tremendous pitcher at one point. And then it was just like the bottom fell out of his career. He's bounced, I think, to 3-4 different teams in the last as many years.
And flies out to the left fielder. Two-way on a full count pitch. Coming up next to bat is Cronenworth.
Paxton making quick work of him thus far. Cronenworth.
Batting .277, leading the team. 3 home runs, 14 RBIs. Here comes the pitch. Shows bunt, but the ball is high. Very interesting. You're going to try and show a bunt with nobody on in the first inning.
They're pitching him well outside here. I think we've only had one ball, and that was my most recent one here in the strike zone.
Ball two outside. 2-0 coming up. The count is 2-0. Let's see what happens next. Paxton's ready with his pitch. Here it comes, and it is outside again, 3-0. What do you do, Cronenworth? You're 3-0 with nobody on. Do you swing or do you walk? Let's find out.
I mean, 3-0, if you're swinging, I think the manager's going to be having words with you. Or at least the hitting coach, one of the two.
Right? 94-mile-an-hour 4-seam fastball. The count is 3-1. No score. Here's the next pitch. Fouled off. And we're full. Here comes that money pitch. Full count. If we can get back off of this replay. We don't need to see the replay. We need to. There we go. Thank you. Full count. Here comes the pitch. And fouled again. Another foul ball.
I got to say, I absolutely love how fast the pitch clock has sped up the game. Please leave it as it is. It is so awesome.
I can agree.
I know it would have probably given Vin Scully a stroke in his last few years, but I'm sorry, the game just got way too slow.
Cronenworth takes ball 4 and is on base with a walk.
I mean, when you had batters taking like 35, 40 seconds to in between at bats, just stepping out of the box and crossing themselves, checking their necklace, adjusting their hat, gloves, elbow pads, shin pads, crotch protector, adjusting their butt plug, everything else. It's like, for the love of God, get in the goddamn box and swing that fucking club.
Machado comes up, takes swings on the first pitch. It's going out to right field, and the right fielder makes the grab, ending the inning. Hernandez with the catch. We're at the end of the first. At the end of the mid-first of it. Yeah, we're at the middle of the first inning, and no score.
And Dodgers coming up to bat.
Ohtani-san's getting ready there. Betts, Ohtani-san, and Freeman, your first three.
Ohtani-san is his new official name?
That's what I call him. I call him Ohtani.
Oh, okay. I hadn't heard that one yet.
Every time it's Ohtani-san, Ohtani-san.
So the order for the Dodgers: Betts leading off, Ohtani second, Freeman third, Will Smith the catcher fourth. The best catcher in baseball right now, in my opinion, Will Smith. Max Muncy in the 5-hole. Teoscar Hernandez sixth, Altman seventh, Hernandez 8, and then Gavin Lux in the 9-hole.
Indeed.
God, how many friggin' windows do I have? I'm trying to lower. I hate how it is even on radio, how they go to commercial and it blasts your eardrums out.
Yeah. That happens.
Oh.
That happens. If you are a betting person, Tatis and Bogarts, I have 2 legs of a parlay. They need to get Tatis needs at least 3 bases. Bogarts just needs to get a hit. That hasn't happened so far yet. As far as the Dodgers go, if something pops up, I'll let you know. Remember, it's a pretty good payout if you got it. Again, if you want to find out how to get some bonus bets on FanDuel, hit me up and I'll send you a referral code. You then have to make a $10 bet, and then we each get $50 in bonus bets.
Stat Boy will make you Monet.
I will do my best. I can't promise it. You have to win. I can only get you there.
You seem like a pretty intelligent guy. Does advertising? Do you feel like you're immune to advertising? I hear and see ads all the time. I've bought 3 things in my life due to advertising: a Ford truck, a double quarter pounder with cheese, and a tube of Preparation H. That's it. It's like I almost think that there's nothing out there that I want or need that I hear advertised for.
The only thing the one time I was anti-advertising was when Carl's Jr. parties were doing all those commercials with the hot girl eating a superstar. And then
that didn't sell me because I knew those burgers were shit.
Ball one outside the Mookie Betts. That's the bottom of the first
Double D's doth not a good burger make.
Well, just because of a hot babe is holding a hamburger, that doesn't mean I'm going to eat it. Next pitch is on the line. That's strike. And I just got sick of seeing the same commercials over and over and over again. I'm like, look, I'm not going to Carl's Jr. anytime soon just because there's a pretty girl with a hamburger. Here comes the next pitch. Mookie Betts swings. It is going out to left field, and it is foul.
Oh, yay.
The ball just nicked the end of the foul line. It was just a little bit left.
Oh.
Left fielder tried to make a slide into it, but the ball went foul.
I think that's only the second time we've worked together where I've been stone sober.
Well, start drinking.
It's a Sunday and I live in a dry county.
I got you.
So I'm suckling on the teat of iced tea.
I got you.
Unsweet tea.
There you go. 1-2 pitch coming to Mookie Betts. Let's see what happens. It's pitch number 9. Pitch number 4, excuse me, that's outside for ball 2. Most leadoff hits in MLB history. Mookie Betts at the 5th of the list at 49. Home runs, excuse me. Most leadoff home runs. He has 49, looking for number 50. He almost got number 50. Pitch clock running down. Starts his throw. Fouls it back. Yu Darvish is on the mound for San Diego. He's got a very interesting pitching stance. He's like balancing on his left foot just before he throws. The 2-2 pitch coming. Darvish in his stance. There goes the leg. Here goes the throw. Betts with a swing and gets the single to center field.
Yep. Put a good move on that one. I
All right.
remember the way that the Dodgers got Betts. Like part of the deal with Boston was, okay, we'll give you Mookie, but you got to take on this atrocious albatross of a contract from David Price.
All right, so Betts records a base. That's how you win in a parlay, friends. You want your players to get hits. Betts needs 2 bases. He's got 1.
Well, I mean, that's the strategy in baseball, period. You want your team to hit the ball.
Obviously.
As the manager in Boulder Room said, this is a simple game. You hit the ball, you catch the ball, you throw the ball.
Betts successfully steals second base as Ohtani-san takes a strike. Betts is now in scoring position. Well done, Betts.
This is a dangerous Dodger lineup. They have got guys all over that on any given day can really put the lumber to it.
Mookie Betts' 3rd stolen base this season, 3 for 3. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Ohtani. Swing and a miss. Ball was inside. Yeah, that's 0-2. Ohtani-san calls for time. Warms up his fingers, straightens his hat. There goes the elbow pads. He says he's ready.
It's actually funny you were talking about FanDuel just as Ohtani was coming to the plate. Sports gambling and Shohei Ohtani.
The 0-2 pitch coming up. Betts on second. Here's the pitch. It's fouled away. 95-mile-an-hour fastball low in the corner. It would have been a strike if he hadn't swung. Ohtani is in batting .432 in his last 9 games with 4 home runs. On plates at 1.476 and 12 extra base hits in his last 9. He can certainly hit, but he's down 0-2. Darvish throws. Has swing, and he pulls it foul. Into the right field seats, and the crowd says, thank you.
Ohtani, he's had a pretty good run here lately.
Indeed he has.
And to think how good he is, and he's not even pitching this year.
Indeed. Here comes the 0-2 again. Darvish throws. The ball's outside. That's a ball. 1-2. 1-2 to Ohtani-san. Tomorrow is Jackie Robinson Hat Day at Dodger Stadium.
April 15th.
April 15th.
I think it's kind of sad that somehow Jackie Robinson Day falls on the same day we have to give the federal government our hard-earned money.
Ohtani pulls one foul, still 1-2. Ohtani has 15 extra batting hits.
Extra base hits.
Extra base hits, yes, thank you, XBH.
See, I told you it'd be a benefit me being sober tonight.
There you go. The 1-2, pitch number 12, on its way. Darvish throws, Ohtani swings, and he is down with a strikeout. Ohtani-san goes down. You don't want that. It happens, though.
And let's see. Freddie Freeman.
A little bit low. The ball was a little bit low, but he got him on that. And here comes Freddie Freeman.
Still one of the absolute best pure hitters in the game.
Absolutely. And here's Freddie Freeman, number 5. First pitch on its way. Fouls it. It's in play. Left fielder going for it, and he makes the catch out in left field to get the
That's
out.
what you call a one and done.
One and done. He got that one in, and Freeman just sits down. Left fielder just makes the slide and makes the grab. Nice.
Stud Boy, what is your ideal? Like, you're at the ballpark. What is your ideal food that you're going to be eating at the ballpark?
Oh, without a doubt, if it's Dodger Stadium, it's Dodger Dogs, without a doubt, hands down.
Yeah, I got to go beer and hot dogs, or bratwurst if they have bratwurst at the particular facility.
Will Smith up takes ball one. Oh yeah, Dodger Dogs, a bag of peanuts. I stay
Yeah, I
away.
do love peanut. Usually I'll start. Usually I'll start with the dogs, and then after I have two or three of those, then I'll go to the peanuts towards the end, just to kind of settle the stomach.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stay away from the beer though, because I mean, let's face it, alcohol at the parks are insanely priced.
Well, see, I live about 7 miles away from the Kansas City Royals AA team. So, but my minor league beer prices are pretty damn nice. And on the right night, you can get really verschnickered for very few shillings.
There you go. Will Smith takes ball three. He's 3-0 right now.
They are pitching him outside, 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 and outside. They fear him.
Max Muncy on deck. The 3-0 pitch coming to Will Smith. Here it comes, and that's a strike. That's in there for a strike.
So I am 2 pitches ahead of you.
Mm-hmm. Maybe pause for 5 seconds. I don't know.
Well, I mean that's my ESPN game tracker, and then I've got Dodger 570 in my other ear.
Will Smith on base with a walk. And
Muncy is up.
Here comes Max Muncy. 19 pitches for Yu Darvish so far.
That's another thing that makes the Dodgers. They know how to take pitches. They will wear a pitcher out within 4 or 5 innings. We covered the Dodgers for Sunday Night Baseball 2 weeks ago. We got preempted by WrestleMania, and the Dodgers were playing that night as well. And it was just like, man, they are making this guy work.
That's money way outside, ball one. Way outside with a 70.
Yeah, that one. Any more outside, and that's you're. I mean, that's not even in the batter's box.
Not even close. All right, here comes the next pitch. Pitch number 21 for Darvish. That's a nice changeup. That gets him strike one. Darvish is jumping around trying to get all the dust and dirt off of his cleats. This is because of all the rain. Here comes the next pitch, on its way, and it is fouled off. 1-2.
Uno y dos.
That's right. Betts making his way back to second base. He might be stranded at the end of this inning. Pitch number 23 coming up as he adjusts his sliding glove hand. Darvish is ready. Looks back at Betts. Here comes the pitch. And in the dirt. Curveball, 81 miles an hour. 2-2 is the count. One call time. Catcher makes sure his pitcher's okay. Mookie Betts has scored 6 runs in the first inning, all by himself. With help from his friend, of course. Pitch number 20.
He got by with a little help from his friends.
The 2-2 pitch to Muncy. Darvish looks back and forth. He throws. And Muncy pops it up into shallow, and the second baseman makes the catch. And that ends the inning with no score. At the end of the first inning, no score. 0-0.
Looks like 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Padres. Profar, Kim, Camposano. I can't believe Jurickson and Profar are still playing. Good God Almighty! It's just amazing. This is why I love doing Sunday Night Baseball. It's like the one game of the week I actually get to just kind of chillax and relax and share memories about the game with. Because I never get to watch games with anyone else other than this. But it's like I'll see these names pop in the line. I was like, Jesus Christ, this guy was in the league, 15 years ago? It's like, God, I'm getting friggin' old. It's like the board meeting in Major League, like, this guy's dead. Cross him off then. Some of these guys never had a prime. I hear baseball players make a lot of money these days. Well, it depends on how good you are. Well, how good are you to make the league minimum?
That is the biggest complaint that Renegade has about sports in general. How you can make $250 million just by swinging a baseball bat.
Yeah, try it, Renegade. Try it. It ain't easy.
Well, I believe that if he does practice, anybody can hit a baseball. As long as you practice and you try, anybody can do anything. What he's saying is it's just insane on the value of the contract. What I would do if I would like pay the players based on their performance, not on the guarantee. It may sound dumb, but it's like you hit a home run, you make $10,000. You get on base, $2,500. You strike them out there. That way, when you're sitting at the table, so honey, how much money did you bring in today? Oh, I struck out 6 people. I made $16,000 and all that.
Good. I'm going to Bloomingdale's.
Right. All right, we're getting ready to start the second inning. Paxton on there, and he throws the ball.
So getting back to food at the ballpark. So go with the dog. What are the dog toppings? I know everybody likes theirs different.
I'm simple. Ketchup and mustard. Keep it easy.
I never have nor ever will put ketchup on a hot dog. That is that. I cannot do it. I'm pretty simple myself. Mustard and onion. If I'm just really being daring that day, maybe a little bit of chili and cheese with the mustard and onion. But typically, just if it's a good sausage, mustard and onion is kind of all you need.
That was bad. 2-2 so far.
What was your first ever Major League Baseball game that you went to?
Was Dodgers Braves, July 5th, 1991, as Profar lines out to Muncy for the first out. July 5th,
I was 4 years old, stat boy.
Dodgers Braves, Dodger Stadium. I saw Tommy Lasorda get
ejected.
Yeah. Eddie Murray was at bat. It was a bad call. Lasorda comes out, gets the boot. The crowd goes wild.
But Lasorda got ejected before Cox? You'd figure. I miss Lasorda. Was just one of those guys who was great for baseball. I love Tommy.
Big strike 2. Yeah, I mean he was a great manager, but I did get a chance to meet him once. I was a cast member at Disneyland. They had a Dodger Day. 0-2 pitch is way in the dirt for ball 1, and they had the Dodger legends there, and of course the sort of showed up 30 minutes late, and so I went out and I bought a couple of baseballs, and I figured, and this was also during the eBay portion of my life, way high for ball 2. And what I wanted to have him just, sign the baseball. I would put the baseball on eBay. I would keep one of the baseballs for myself. And they only allowed, because the next pitch fell back, they would only allow like the first 100 people to show up, but they never made that announcement. So I was literally guessed 103 out of. So they said, well, maybe if they stay, you can get an autograph up high for ball 3. We have a full count. And I got up to the table, and then they're like, that's it, we're done. And I'm like, I waited in line for 2 hours, and I tried to approach Lasorda, and he just was not having it. Ball 4 takes the walk. Came on board. 4 base walk. Coming up next is Camposano. And so we went into the ESPN zone after that. Some of the legends were having drinks, and I asked Lasorda, I said, "Could I take a picture with you?" And he finally relented. He said, "Yeah, I'll take a picture with you, but I'm not signing your damn baseball." And I'm like, "That's okay, Steve Yeager." He stole first, second base. I got Yeager's autograph instead, so I kind of took a shot at him. So I do have a picture of me and Tommy Lasorda somewhere on Facebook. It does exist, but overall, that day was very disappointing, and I don't even know what happened to the baseball. I think the baseball got purged when I left my apartment.
First baseball game I went to was July 2006. Went to see the Texas Rangers. Kevin Millwood was the starting pitcher, and I got to see. Um, oh crap! It was his first career home run, the first of many. He had just gotten called up that weekend for the Rangers. Played till he was like 40 something. Uh, Most home runs by 40-year-old. Maybe this will pull it
Dodgers
up
are
here.
challenging the play at second base, saying that they tagged him. We're seeing replays. Looks like the string on the glove, meaning it looks like the glove hit him. The call on the field is safe, but Dodgers are challenging it. We'll see what happens with this challenge. Lux claims he got him.
Nelson Cruz, that's who it was. Nelson Cruz.
Nelson Cruz, there you go.
And I was one of the first whatever people through the stadium, and I got a Mark Teixeira bobblehead.
There you go.
So Kim stole second.
The runner is out on the second base, so we have an out. An overturned challenge by the Dodgers. They keep their challenge. How about that? Tag was applied before he got to the bag. All right, so one down. The 0-1 pitch. Paxton throws, and he gets in there for a strike. We're at 0-2. Camposano batting .288. And the pitch is in dirt, ball one. Luis Camposano, the catcher, batting .288 with 1 home run and 10 RBIs. Here's the pitch, the 1-2, popped up foul. .33 pitches so far for Paxton. Only in the second inning, top of the second, no score. Paxton pitches. Camposano grounds to third. Here comes the throw, and he is out at first. 2 down. Or that was the end of the inning. That was that. We go to the bottom of the second with the Dodgers coming up.
Well, obviously we just got off WrestleMania weekend, Stat Boy.
Yep.
Did you happen to see, hear, witness, what have you, the whole unveiling of the security footage of the CM Punk Jungle Jack Perry Mishigosh from Wembley?
We did talk about this on Open Mic Night last night. I am not an AEW guy, but I think it's the dumbest thing that Tony Khan could have done in that entire situation. CM Punk is living his best life in WWE. Let the man work. Let the man be happy. Stop trying to tarnish his job right now. Just let him be and be with that.
The thing that surprised me the most was actually seeing the footage. You remember Tony Khan said he was in fear for his life. Stat Boy, I've had rougher fights and shed more blood in 4th grade than what happened between Punk and Perry. If you are in fear for your life, just witnessing that, being about, I don't know, what was he, about 6-8 feet away? Haas, I'm trying to think, going back on my old spelling these days. What's the, if you take the word wussy, but you replace the first letter? Oh yeah, Tony Khan, you are a big fucking pussy. Jesus Christ. Fear for your life. Ugh. If I ever get the chance, I'll piss in your latte. Anywho, Hernandez coming up to bat. Now that's how you transition.
That's how you transition, indeed. As AT&T gets their commercials going. Oh my God!
Oh, oh.
Ah,
Well, I'm a bit physically under the weather this weekend. We've been getting our patio all fixed up this weekend. I kind of torqued this muscle right here, right in the rib
gotcha.
cage. It's pinched or pulled or something. And I basically it's like staying every move I make. Just my body ain't having it. I've swallowed more ibuprofen this week than I have in a long time, and I don't like having to take anything.
I gotcha. Hernandez
Oy.
at the bat takes ball one. It looks like Jurickson Profar out in the outfield is wearing a microphone, doing a live interview as the game is being broadcast, which I think is a dumb idea because he needs to focus on the game and not as Hernandez fouls one back.
Oh, anybody can catch a baseball, stat boy.
Well, yeah, but he's got the announcers in his ear. He's got the microphone on.
Hell, sometimes some of the fans make better grabs than the players if you watch
Yes,
close.
and the ball boys and ball girls. The 1-1 to Hernandez is chopped to third base.
That 10-year-old on the third base row, let's give him a tryout.
We have a ground out for Hernandez, one away. So far with a big smile on his face. Having a good time out there doing a live interview with ESPN Sunday night as the game is being played. So far talking about his time in Little League as next batter comes up. And it's Outman. Takes a strike.
When this guy was in Little League, I was in Diaper League.
Yep, there you go. 0-1.
God, see, now you got me thinking about roasted ballpark peanuts.
There you go. A pitch, ball in the dirt. 1-1. The sun is out through the clouds. The rain has gone away in Los Angeles. Here's the next pitch coming up from Yu Darvish. It's a swing, and the first baseman makes the diving catch. Line drive to Cronenworth. Makes the catch, 2 away.
And I don't care how calloused your hands are. Those just line drives that you snag like that hurt. You feel those for a while.
All right. Hernandez coming up to bat. No score. Bottom of the second, 2 outs. First pitch to Hernandez. Foul back. Somebody asks, what's the best song to get the Padres hyped up in the clubhouse?
What song would get them?
That's a ball. Next pitch coming from Darvish is a line to third. Line drive to first, line drive to third to end the inning. And he didn't get to answer the question. As the inning ends and we head to the third inning, no score.
Padres will be up to bat. Looks like it'll be Merrill, Rosario, and then back to the top with Bogey. Not Humphrey Bogarts, Xander Bogarts.
No,
Humphrey is long since passed.
I'm going to go grab a couple bottles of water. I'll be right back.
I'm going to relieve some ballast. Whew.
Good idea.
I've had enough tea and water today to float the Titanic again. Maybe even sink it if this night keeps going well. Ooh.
Woo-wee.
Wow. Oh.
All righty. And you gotta take a break. You gotta take a break. Getting ready to start the third inning at Dodger Stadium. And up to bat. Up to bat is Rosario. Takes a strike, breaks his bat, grounds out to first base. One away.
Rosario, one of those guys that's had a bit of an up and down career.
Smacked his bat right into him.
I guess what a geometrist would call a perpendicular career.
All right, here comes Rosario to bat. One away. Top of the third, no score. After pitches, gets him for strike one. Four-seam fastball, 94 miles an hour. Eway Rosario, 211 with 2 home runs and 2 RBIs. Next pitch, swing and a miss for strike two, 81 mile an hour curveball. There. Paxton pitches, swing, and we have a base hit, and it's going to go for extra bases all the way in the left with a stand-up double.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we're good, Cap.
Okay, very good. I'm trying to assemble a bratwurst, and I couldn't find my onions. Then I checked in my pants and found 2 of them, but, you know. Wait a minute. Are we on the air?
Yeah, we're on the air, Cap. Can't say that.
Damn. And I just got done with that suspension from the league.
Losing his hat and everything. All right, here comes Xavier Bogaerts. He is 0 for 1.
Got to start somewhere.
Grounded out the third of his first at bat. Runner in scoring position. 1 out. Takes the ball. All 1 and just a little bit left. Batting .215 with 1 home run and 7 RBIs. Xander Bogaerts. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle. Almost down the middle, but it's a strike. Strike looking, didn't even swing. 1-1. Rosario on second. Runner in scoring position. Here comes the next pitch. He swing. Oh, but high. 2-1 the count. Middle infielders with home runs. Xander Bogaerts, each of his last 3. Here's the pitch. Just a tiny, it just barely nicked the line, but the ump said no. No, it's 3-1. It looked very, very close, but it just didn't happen. The 3-1 pitch coming. Runner on second base. Here's the pitch. It's outside, and now the Padres have runners on first and second.
I heard them refer to Tatis Jr. as being dangerous, though not armed. So I'm guessing if you're armed, you immediately become dangerous, but you can be dangerous without being armed.
Here comes Tatis Jr. Runners on first and second. He was 0-1. Tatis flied out to left on his first at bat. Runners in scoring position, first and second. 1 out, top of the third, no score. Paxton looks at second, looks over at first, and pitches. And that is outside, but the ump called it a strike, so he's gonna take that. That pitch was clearly outside. Oh yeah. Not even close to the strike zone.
Was it just me, or does Tatis Jr. look almost like he could be Damian Priest's younger brother.
Good possibility. Next pitch is a ball outside. Now it's clearly outside, 1-1. All right, next pitch from Paxton, outside, clearly outside, 2-1. Catcher tells him, ease off a bit, just be cool, and we're going to have a meeting. Catcher's coming out to talk to his pitcher, breaking the action. Go out and check on him, make sure he's all good, get him back on his focus.
Baseball is the only sport where literally you can spit, sniff, scratch, all in public before 50,000 people, and nobody's going to notice. Nobody's going to, reprimand your etiquette. Like, he just spit tobacco juice while he was scratching his balls. That's baseball.
Well, they don't do tobacco anymore, thank goodness.
The guys can't chew anymore.
It's mostly bubble gum and sunflower seeds. All right, we're back here, 2-1. Outside again. Paxton's getting up there. He's only at 48 pitches, so it's the 3-1 to Tatis. Let's see what happens here now. Here's the pitch. Ball 4, and we've got bases loaded. San Diego.
Things are getting interesting.
Oh, yeah. Cronenworth coming up to bat. No official at bat. He walked his last at bat in the first inning, so. Batting .277 with 3 home runs and 14 RBIs. First pitch coming up. With the bases loaded and high outside, ball 1. That was pitch number 650 for Paxton.
Paxton, he does have a history of getting up there in pitch count quicker in games than usual, than a lot of other guys, at least in my experience watching him.
There's a strike, fouls off, 1-1. Jay Cronenworth is 11 for 25 in his career with bases loaded. He does have 2 grand slams under his belt. And now that the ESPN graphic guy has jinxed it, it might happen. Don't be surprised. Fouls it back. Cronenworth is not on any of the parlays that I saw today, so.
Not on any parlays. He's not even on his family's Christmas card list.
There you go. There you go. 1-2, bases loaded, 1 out. Pitch number 53, up the middle. He gets 1, he gets 2, and turns the double play. Padres had a chance to get some runs on the board, but did not happen. As the Padres hit into a double play. 9-1-2 coming up in the bottom of the 3rd.
That's another thing that blows my mind, just how easy professional ball players make a double play look. I mean, if they asked you and I to go out there and execute a double play, we would embarrass ourselves. These guys make it look, just like we tie our shoes.
If you were the second baseman and I was the first baseman, and all I had to do was catch the ball with my foot on the bag, I'd have faith that we could do that. If I was the second baseman and I had to field the ball to throw it to you, I'd be worried.
I would be too. Regardless of where I am in that equation, I'm going to be worried about me. I swear people cannot drive. I look out my office window every day, and I just see people, assumably who have valid driver's licenses,
Right.
just thinking it's the fucking Daytona 500.
It happens.
Looks like Lux will be leading off the bottom of the 3rd for the Dodgers.
Yep.
I still wish I mean, as much as successful as they have been, since they moved to Los Angeles, I still wish the Dodgers would have stayed in Brooklyn, man. It would be so. I mean, Brooklyn doesn't have a team. Brooklyn was its own independent city, and then it got absorbed by New York.
Right.
It's like they had the Dodgers.
NFL Draft, April 25th on ESPN. That's in 10 days.
Are you doing anything that night? We're streaming it live.
Depending, that's a Wednesday, I think. I think I might be working.
Thursday.
Thursday, I'll probably be working that day. Lux comes up and fouls one back.
And you're no longer with Dollywood Enterprises, right?
Right. I'm still waiting on a final payday from them, but I'm pretty much done. It was a mutual thing. It is what it is. But I'm a Walmart guy now, so.
I felt the same way when I had to sit through the movie 9 to 5. I was like, you know what? I'm just not going to do this anymore. Sorry, Dolly. Sometimes it takes more than 2 reasons to keep me interested.
1-2 pitch coming to Lux. Bottom of the third, no score. Darvish with the pitch. A little bit low. No check swing. We're 2-2. One Diego fan in the front row.
At one point, we had 4 Major League Baseball teams in the city of New York. You had the Yankees, the Giants, the Dodgers. Excuse me. Brought it the wrong way. You had the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Giants, and
The Jets.
I'm telling you, wasn't there? It was just 3. Yeah, it was 3. You had Yankees, Dodgers, and God.
You're forgetting
Yankees, Dodgers, Giants. Giants left in 56. Dodgers followed a year later. Then you got the Mets, I believe, in 62 or 64.
All right, Mookie Betts is up. 0-1. Or no, 1 for 1. He actually singled in the first inning there. Betts gets a line drive to the shortstop for the second out. 3 line drives to the infield in each position, first, third, and shortstop. But Betts is out, and that brings up Ohtani-san at the bottom of the third.
Every time I hear you say Ohtani-san and he's coming up, I almost hear like a big gong, like a samurai gong in the background. Followed by Back Streets Back, all right. Come on. Have some fun. Come on, Trebek, let the people see my walk.
Ohtani takes strike 1. Yep, no, it's a ball. The computer called it a strike, but the ump said no, it's a ball. 0 for 1, batting .338 with 4 home runs, 10 RBIs.
If I remember right, wasn't there again some controversy in a game last week or early this week that that Angel Hernandez was umping, where again he just made some absolutely. I think it was Sunday Night Baseball last week, wasn't it?
That is his legacy. I'm sorry, he is going to be known as the worst umpire in history ever.
Well, no, I put him second. The one who just retired a couple of years ago, Country Joe. That guy was not only a bad umpire, he was an asshole. Angel, from what I've gathered, was a pretty decent dude. He's just a shitty umpire. But Country Joe West was a shitty umpire and an asshole.
Otani picks ball 3. It's a 3-0. Potentiality to walk. You really want to walk Otani? Let's find out.
Otani can steal.
Caught him on a low pitch and got him swinging on a slider. That's strike 1. Look at the spin on that ball. Wow, that was amazing. All right, here comes the next pitch. 3-1 to Otani. Pops it up. Is it in play? No, it goes into the seats, where there's a ton of wet floor signs.
A ton of what?
Wet floor signs.
Oh, wet floor signs.
Yeah.
I thought you said webbed toes. I was like, what the?
All right, full count to Otani, and pops it up into shallow left. The third baseman comes back and makes the grab, and that ends the 3rd inning. Still no score.
I actually once dated a girl that had a couple of webbed toes. No joke.
Be right back for the 4th.
Oh, my back. Oh, yeah. End of the 3rd, top of the 4th. We got the Padres coming up. Let's see. Who is coming up for the Padres? Looks like it can be Machado, Profar, and Kim. Still nothing. Well, eventually, somebody's going to strike first here. Darvish is up to 46 pitches. Paxton up to 53. So I would figure each guy should have at least an inning left in him, maybe a bit more for Darvish, depending on how things go. Folks, never twist and pull and pinch muscles in your torso. It is absolute agony. Every sniff, snort, cough, belch, fart, inhale, exhale, you feel it. Looks like the win probability at the moment for the Dodgers is 58.6%. Darvish with a 3.32 ERA thus far this year. Paxton with a 1.29. Both pitchers having good starts to the year. Darvish would like to see that one go down a bit. Machado up to thy plate. And ball 1 misses. And change up for strike 1. 1-1 count to Machado. Paxton up to 55 pitches. Paxton looking for some redemption this year with the Dodgers. And that one is long gone. Machado homers off of James Paxton with a swamp donkey. 418 feet to, looks like, left center. And that breaks our tie. It is 1-0 Padres. Manny Machado has been, I would say, a bit disappointing as a Padre. He came on strong with the Orioles. San Diego, though, it seems like you keep thinking they're wanting to see more.
Goodbye, baby. That one is out of here.
It went bye-bye, baby.
It went bye. Is that what you're saying?
Bye.
Manny Machado hits a home run out of Dodger Stadium to give the Padres the lead 1-0.
And in 15 days, it's gonna be May.
That's right.
God almighty, are we gonna get into a 2000s boys band karaoke? Wow. Paxton saved that one. Paxton has given up a home run and has walked 4 tonight. Never like to see a guy, and he has no strikeouts. So Paxton's been living dangerously, and he finally, he finally got caught there.
All right, Pafar up to bat after the home run. If you had Machado on your parlay list, congratulations. You're almost on a way to 35 with 1 nod, but I doubt that's going to happen. And Pafar is at an 0-2 count.
And if you had Paxton to pitch a shutout, you can close the book there.
Yeah. Pafar hits one right to the pitcher, right to Paxton, and chases it down for the second out.
So top of the 4th, Paxton's pitch count is already pretty high. Do you think we see him in the 5th, depending on how things go in this one?
I would say yes. It's only 1 run right now. No need to worry just yet.
It's 4 walks, though. That would have me worried as a manager. The control, as they say.
Yep, he threw it back. All right, Kim is up next. Ha-Sung Kim. He walked in his first at bat.
88 viewers tonight. Thank you so much, everybody.
Let's get to 100.
And I think we got to 160 on night 2 of Mania. That was pretty cool. Kim, the shortstop, up to bat.
He has an 0-2 count right now. Here comes pitch number 62 from Paxton, and it's in the dirt. All right, see, now you're going to the guy that caught the Machado ball, he had a baseball in his Dodger pocket. The home run ball was still in his glove. Very clever, sir. And now he's on his phone. The 1-2 outside.
I wonder, has there ever been a game where the same fan caught 2 home runs?
Yes, that has happened.
That has happened?
That has happened. I don't have the exact particulars on it, but it has happened.
And I know they say the odds of getting struck by lightning twice are pretty low, but the odds of catching 2 home runs in one game?
It is possible. I'm pretty certain it has happened. All right, the full count coming up to Kim, as the home run guy calls his wife, probably. Hey.
I said, what are the odds of that on FanDuel? Like, what does that pan out for Joe Schenectady to catch 2 home runs tonight? Is that like 150,000 to 1 or something?
There is a parlay option to have someone hit 2 home runs. The Tiger Woods was actually a plus 10,000 to get a hole-in-one at the Masters, so it's got to be up 10. There.
I mean, he has played Augusta, I think, 24 times, if I remember. So 24.
Look
20.
out. Here we go. That ball is deep, but luckily the left center fielder catches it. 2 outs. That was Campusano with almost a 2-run shot. Kim ended up walking, so we have a runner on first base at the top of the 4th.
That was close, but all tests were negative.
That was close, yeah. Let's see. Let's bring up the dual count and let's see what the. Oh, who called me?
And also, I love the fact that it's 7:46 Central Time and the sun still hasn't gone down.
It has in East Tennessee.
So you're on Eastern Time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're. I know it's somewhere after like Nashville, Knoxville, somewhere in there. Eastern Time begins and Central stops.
Right. Yeah, it's in Nashville.
Okay.
Let's bring up the old FanDuel account and let's take a look at MLB. And that is a small little number. Is that a base hit? Yes. To hit a home run parlay builder. More wagers. Live SGP. To hit 2 home runs. Woo! Those are insane. Shohei Ohtani to hit 2 home runs plus 7,500, 75 to 1.
Whew.
Hernandez 10,000, Freddie Freeman 10,000, Tatis 10,000, Will Smith 11,000. Yep, if they can hit 2 home runs, you get paid.
Yep.
Big swing for Rosario with runners on first and second, top of the fourth, 1-0. San Diego leads.
So we established that a single fan has caught 2 home runs in one game. Has the same fan ever been hit in the head twice by a foul ball in the same game?
I doubt that.
I mean, that poor bastard. At that point, you just give him some season tickets or something. Just you got to give him some merch, something. Just like, dude, we'll get you, like box seats.
Rosario strikes out to end the inning, and we head to the bottom of the fourth.
It looks like they got the heart of the Dodger order coming up: 3, 4, and 5. Freeman, Smith, Muncy. Ay, ay, ay. Dodgers 11-6 to start the year. Padres 8-9. They could wind up 500 by the time this one's over. And let's see. What did that put Paxton's? Paxton's up to 71 pitches. So yeah, he'll probably come out for the 5th. Darvish is at 46. Even though the Padres are up 1-0, the Dodgers. Oh wait, Padres are now 50.7% to win. I was saying, are they like? It was like the Dodgers are trailing and they're still favored to win. I was like, what the hell? Ooh. By the way, anyone in Fayetteville, if you're listening, I have to give a quick shout out, pimp out to the bakery right across my fence, Golden Kalash. They are wonderfully nice people. They gave us some free samples about a week ago just because we live right next door and they always have their back door open, for air or whatever. They gave us some free samples and they were delicious. Bacon, cheddar, stuffed colashes, mushroom Swiss colashes, kalash magash. They was tasty. Let's see. Freeman up, top of the bottom of the 4th.
Yep,
I think this is the first time ever in the 2 years we've been doing this that we actually had a rain delay on Sunday night.
All right, bottom of the 4th, up comes.
And the fact that it happened for a Dodger game is kind of mind-blowing.
Freddie Freeman up the bat and takes strike 1.
Freddie Freeman put together quite a career for himself with Atlanta and then brought the party to Los Angeles.
Yes, he did. Next pitch coming. Outside. 1-1.
I think it would be safe to say Freeman was the best, at least the best fielding hitter that Atlanta produced since Chipper Jones.
There you go. Ball 2.
Obviously, Acuna is Acuna. Acuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Oh,
2-1 to Freddie Freeman. And Darvish throws outside. That makes it 3-1. We've got a
Freeman's
dangerous.
first at bat, he chased the first pitch and just nipped that ball into fair territory. I think he was pretty upset with himself on that one.
The 3-1 coming. Pitch number 51 from Darvish. Here it comes. Freeman swings, fouls it back. We're full. As we consider and we continue to talk about cleats. Everyone in their cleats.
Is it some kind of like my cleat, my cause weekend, something like
I
that?
don't know. They're wearing interesting cleats. Another one fouled off by Freeman. Over to the stand. Tatis has some very interesting cleats on. Ohtani just has plain white cleats. Freeman has his children's names on his and the Dodger Stadium logo with 1080 Vince Scully Avenue. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled back again. Way up in the upper deck. No, it only goes to the middle deck.
With tomorrow being Jackie Robinson Day, obviously everybody wears 42 on Jackie Robinson Day. What year did they start doing that?
Oh, good question. I'll have to look that one up in a second.
What year did Jackie Robinson
Almost runs
Day
out. Freeman
start?
swings, and it is fair ball. That's going to be a double for Freddie Freeman. Good job.
2004 was the first Jackie Robinson Day.
All right, let's mark that one off. That's a winner there. Freeman gets a double, and he has a hit, so that was a good one for that. And he's got 2 plus bases there. There you go. Freddie Freeman comes in on the bottom of the 4th to get people closer on their parlays. Runner, he had 59 doubles last season, Dodger record. Well done, Freddie Freeman. All right, runner in scoring position. And here comes Will Smith.
No outs, man on second. Smith.
Fouls one back. Not a bad swing. And yes, the organist at Dodger Stadium does play the theme song from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when Will Smith walks up. There is a video of this on YouTube. Yo, 1. Outside, 1-1. 94-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball outside, 1-1 to Will Smith. Batting .356 with 1 home run, 12 RBIs. Here's the 1-1. That's a base hit. That's going to go to center field. Coming around is Freddie Freeman. And he have a tie game, 1-1.
Freeman, he was already saddled and on his horse. He was just waiting on that one. And that'll bring Muncy to the plate.
Yep, Will Smith gets his 13th RBI. Well done. We are tied at 1. Nice low swing. Right over the center field. Bink.
Kerplunk.
The ball hit the ground, and he starts running it. And he just cruises in to tie the game.
Well, this isn't Freeman's first go-round. He could tell, like, if this thing drops, I'm going.
Muncy takes strike 1. No runners out. Will Smith on first. 58 pitches in for Yu Darvish. Here's the pitch. Way outside. Ball 1. Win probability shows that the Dodgers will win this game by a 2-1 margin, 66-34 at this point in time. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Check swing. He did not go. 2-1. Of course, if you're on FanDuel, Your cash out option at this point might be even. That cash out option, that thing works. I tell you, that saves me a little bit of time, but you don't get cash outs very much on parlays. On single games, you do. That cash out option works. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 93-mile-an-hour sinker. 2-2 count to Max Muncy. Will Smith takes his lead. Ready to go. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. 91-mile-an-hour cutter. Ball's in the dugout. Muncy waiting on the 2-2 pitch. 62 pitches in. Pitch clock down to 5. 3, 2. Goodbye, brother. That one is gone deep out to right field, and it is gone. Hitting the 76 sign, a 2-run shot by Max Muncy, giving the Dodgers a 3-1 lead.
That one went 382 feet.
Home run number 4.
Well, this thing turned around fast.
Sure did.
Dodgers went from being down 1-0 to up 3-1 on just a couple swings of the old club there.
As we take a look at the there's an LA Kings fan out in Dodger Blue country. And the win probability has gone up to 83% for the Dodgers at this point. As Hernandez comes up to bat to try and get a couple insurance runs. 3-1 Dodgers. Your cash outs should be coming in right about now if you want to get out now. Take a few extra bucks and take the win now. I would.
Come on, take the money and run.
Hey, a two-run lead with an 83% win probability, I would say cash out. Hernandez is 0 for 1, batting .288 with 5 home runs, 17 RBIs. No pitch from Darvish. Hits pretty well. Going back. Center fielder waves off the left fielder and makes the catch for the first out.
The center fielder Outman will be due up next. Darvish 3 1/3, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Excuse me. Darvish was having quite the night until the bottom of the 4th. But when you face the heart of the Dodgers order and they're down, they're not just going to stand there.
Outman up to bat. James Outman 0 for 1, batting .180 with 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Takes a strike in his first pitch.
Looking at his profile picture for the Dodgers, Outman looks a bit like Andy Dwyer from Parks and Rec.
There you go. Good reference. 67 pitches for Darvish right now. Trying to get.
And then he got out of Pawnee and started wrangling Raptors. Just amazing, these career turns that happen. Gordon Bombay, son of a great actor, coaches the Mighty Ducks. Andy Dwyer goes from, working shining shoes in Pawnee to wrangling Raptors. Only in America, as Don King would say.
Only in America. 1-2 the count to
God,
Outman.
I miss Don King. He cracked me up. So, I think the guy was probably as crooked as a dog's hind leg, but damn was he funny, without even trying to be.
In the dirt for ball 2, 2-2 count. And again, we look at the home run guy who switched the ball from his glove into his jacket. This guy is getting all the treatment out instead of.
He's gonna go viral.
Yeah, he's gonna go viral. Way outside, Darvish pitches ball 3. We got a full count. And now he's being interviewed by ESPN.
Oh, hell, come on. Give the guy a
Yeah.
break. He didn't ask for this attention.
They're saying
He was
why
just living his life and enjoying himself. Then that bastard Machado hit a baseball right at him. It was self-defense.
he tried to he knew that he had to throw the ball back because that is the unofficial rule that when the visiting team hits a home run in your ballpark, you throw it back. Outman flies out to the third baseman in middle left center field. That's the second out. So on a national audience, he wanted the home run ball, but he says he's going to keep it. There's your 15 minutes of fame, sir.
Went better than Steve Bartman's. At least this gentleman won't be getting death threats and have to move across country.
Right. Hernandez up to bat. There's the ball in his hand. This is a national broadcast, my friend, so the 0-1 pitch to Hernandez. Outside. This next pitch will be the 75th pitch from Darvish as he's in the fourth inning. Bottom of the fourth, 3-1. Dodgers lead. Probability 80% for the Dodgers to win at this point. Here's Darvish's, and that's outside. The count is 3-1 or 2-1. I'll check social media later and see if this guy is becoming viral or not. Here's the 2-1. That's a swing, but it went foul. Good distance, though. Good distance. It just was pulled foul. Enrique Hernandez batting .212, no homers, 3 RBI. 0 for 1 for the night so far.
Yeah, it's all right to go viral on the internet. You just don't want to go viral in like a ICU or a, Center for Disease Control. That's the one place you don't want to go viral.
No.
You may not get out of there alive.
My niece's favorite Dodger, Kike Hernandez, number 8. The 2-2 pitch. Darvish approaching 80 pitches. He's at 78 right now. Here it comes. Almost hits him. Very close. Outside, though. 3-2. We're full. Darvish threw 24 pitches in the first inning, only 9 in the second, 13 in the third, and he's on his 33rd pitch now. He might not make it to the fifth inning unless the Padres tie it in the top of the fifth. Here's the full count ball, pitch number 79, and it's in the dirt, and that's going to put Kike on base with a walk.
Yu Darvish has not had a good fourth inning. This has been brutal. I mean, at some point when you're a pitcher in this situation, you're just like, what the hell do I have to do to get off this damn mound?
Next week, Sunday Night Baseball, defending champion Rangers take on the Braves.
Ooh, that'll be a good one. We'll be here covering that one, ladies and gentlemen. Most every Sunday night, we will be here unless there's, up until football season starts, we'll be here on Sunday nights.
Here comes the skipper. He's going to go have a talk with Darvish. We're having a meeting. I think he's saying he's okay. He's saying he wants to keep going, but
they all say that.
Yeah.
Have you ever just seen a pitcher just throw his arms and say, "Get me the out of here"?
So skipper's going to keep him in for at least another batter as we go screen to screen. Almost like a commercial break, but not quite.
Do they have someone warming up in the pen for the Padres?
Not
Any
yet.
action in the pen?
Haven't seen it yet. Haven't seen any action in the bullpen yet. Lux is up. He's 0 for 1. Runner on first.
If I was out on the mound, if I was out on the mound and had an inning like this, I would just pull a Fred Sanford and fake a coronary.
It's the biggest one yet.
Yeah, that Elizabeth. I'm coming to join you, honey. This is a big one.
TK takes his lead. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. That's a ball. 1-0 is the count. That was pitch number 80 for Darvish. Win probability 81% right now. 32 balls, 48 strikes. So he's got a good strike ratio, but here's the 1-0. Just a bit outside. And the agreed. The ball did hit the upper corner, according to the computer that we see on the screen, but said no.
He said nay, nay.
He said nay, nay. The 2-0 coming up. Pitch number 82 from Darvish. And that's popped up. We're flying out to center fielder. He makes the catch, and we are done with the fourth inning. Bogart.
Big inning for the Dodgers.
Cronenworth making it 1-2-3 coming up in the top of the fifth.
If the Padres are going to respond, this would be opportune time because Paxton's not exactly fresh, and they've got the top of their order up. So, Padres, if you go and do it, now's a good time to stop doing it. You dummy.
That's right.
Dad, why you always got to be so mean to Aunt Esther? Because of when she was born, God just looked down and said, I'm going to throw out a heaping batch of ugly. Trouble was, Esther caught the whole thing. Hello, Fred. Bye-bye, Esther. Which is pretty, speaking of, Red Fox, that's actually when he died of a heart attack on set of a TV show. They thought he was doing the shtick, but no, he was having a legit heart attack.
That's sad.
It is because he went right there. Like they didn't, he was what they term DOA, I guess is what, it's like, damn, Fred. All right, Bogarts. Wait, where's the Padre batting order? Oh, there we go. Bogarts, Tatis, Cronenworth, Machado, the DH in the 4-hole. Paxton has 5 walks on the night and only 1 strikeout. I wonder what the most ever inappropriate song ever was played by a stadium organist. Just like the absolute most worst inappropriate song at the worst time. Just where even their piano teacher was booing them.
Who knows? Ball. We start at the top of the 5th inning. 1-0 as we split screen as people are talking about. And he flies out to right center field, and the right fielder, Hernandez, makes the catch. Teoscar Hernandez makes the catch. 1 away.
Tatis Jr. coming up. He has a walk on Paxton thus far in that one of those 5.
A fly out and a walk. He's 0 for 1. Walks don't count, of course.
Nope.
Tatis swings and fouls it back for a strike.
I mean, for a game that started as late as it did, they're sailing along quite a bit. See, if the pitch clock wasn't around, we'd still be stuck in the second or third inning here.
Indeed. Ball one as that ball is outside. 75 pitches for Paxton with a 3-1 lead. So I think he might go into the 6th inning. We'll see what happens. Paxton's next pitch. Outside. Agrees, calls that a ball. Next pitch from Paxton. Low and outside. It's 3-1. He's approaching the 80 mark. He's at 77 right now. 3-1 Dodgers. Top of the 5th, 1 out. Here's the pitch. And Tatis is aboard with a walk.
That is the 6th walk for Paxton. Control has not been his friend tonight, but he's managed to mitigate the damage, only 1 run. But he is definitely, walking a tightrope. You could even say that he's in the danger zone.
That's a good one right there. All right, here comes Cronenworth. He grounded into the double play in his last at bat. He's 0 for 1.
Anyone ever talks shit about Kenny Loggins in my presence, they're going to get a mouthful. You do not disrespect the log around me.
Takes ball 1.
You may not have to sing along, but damn it, you better play along.
Next pitch was a bit on the high side, but called it a ball, or called it a strike. It is the 6th walk. That ties a career high for him. Here's the next pitch. Got him swinging on that one. Pitch was low. He swung anyway. 1-2 is the count. And Paxton get this one. 81 pitches. He's doing okay. Here comes the 1-2. Hit on the high side. That makes it 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Outside, check swing. Did he go? No. We have a full count. Pitch number 84 coming from Paxton. We have a swing. We got a little number to second, and we throw to first, and we've got another double play to end the inning. 1-2-3 coming up for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 5th as they continue to hold on the 2-run lead with a double play ball. That's Otani and Freeman coming up as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Paxton, what is his pitch count up to?
He's
What
just
the hell
below 80.
happened to my? Something is up with my feed here. Let me refresh my. Wait, no, not that feed. The other feed. I got too many feeds going, y'all. Wait, that one went dead too. Jeez Louise. My audio stopped. My game cap. What in the name of all that is?
I have his, let's see, what do I got here? We got him 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 6 walks, 1 strikeout. Looks like his pitch count's at 84. Darvish is at 82. At this point, when you're down 2, if
Okay, my audio's back.
I say pull him at this. There go my markers. There goes everything. My desk is falling apart.
I keep wondering when mine is. This, I mean, I bought this thing from a thrift store about 10 years ago, and I have a very bad habit of when I'm working and just giving the desk a, some good left hands. But knock on wood, this thing has absorbed many of them through the years. For those of you wondering, yes, Cap got another haircut today, actually done by my partner. So, yes, I have been slowly cutting the hair back. I didn't cut it for about 2 years and have since been trimming it back to its previously legally registered length.
There you go. ESPN is talking to Tyler Glasnow, who had 14 strikeouts in a recent game. Yu Darvish still on the mound pitching the Betts. Betts swings. That ball is going out to the left fielder for the first out. One pitch, one out.
Well, doesn't get much easier than that.
Yeah, there you go. And here comes Ohtani-san again, who not a good hitting day for Ohtani.
We got to get the gong sound bite just queued up. Back streets back. All right. Damn it.
Anytime.
Now every time I hear a gong go off, I'm just going to be like one of Pavlov's dogs and just start doing that in public, and then somebody's going to punch me right in the mush. Damn it, Ohtani-san.
Pitch number 84 coming to Ohtani. Darvish pitches, and it looked outside, but the ump called strike. It was close, but I saw that it was outside. Ump called strike. All right, not a big worry yet. Here comes the next pitch. Slow, Ohtani swings on that one. That's 0-2. 85 pitches for Darvish. He might get out of this inning quicker than you think. We'll see what the next pitch does. Pitch clock down to 3, 2. He starts his motion. Where's the pitch? Ohtani fouls one off his ankle, and he has to walk it off.
Ouchie.
Oh, yeah. That is no fun. Trust me on that. Dusts off home plate. Ohtani walks it off a little bit more.
Or as Joe Jitsu from the Dick Tracy cartoons would say, excuse please. So sorry.
Right.
Because he's beating up the bad guys.
Can you walk? Want to take an order? Here's the 0-2. Here it comes. Just gets off the edge of the bat to foul, but no worries there. 87 pitches. Can Darvish get out of this inning before his pitch count reaches 100? Here comes the 0-2. Darvish throws. Ohtani swings, and he misses, and that is a strike. Strike 3. That's his second strikeout. 88 pitches so far, and Ohtani goes down. 2 away. That ball was low. It was going to be in the strike zone anyway. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. And here comes Freddie Freeman. Of course, hitting the home run, or scoring the run, as he chops one foul. Coming up, pitch number 90 for Yu Darvish. Win probability for the Dodgers stays at 83% right now. Here's pitch number 90 from Darvish, and that was way on the outside. For a ball. 1-1 is the count. Pitch clock down to 6. Pitch number 91 coming. 3, 2, 1. Starts his motion. Foul in the back. Bullpen, Stephen Kolek, right hand for San Diego, is out there. He is warming up, so this may be the end for Darvish. If we can maybe get a strike, we might get them into the sixth inning, but not likely if the bullpen is up. Here's the pitch. Freeman hits it nice and clean right to the center fielder, and that ends the inning. At the end of 5, Dodgers still lead 3-1. Machado, Profar, and Kim coming up in the top of the 6th.
Let's see. Machado, Profar, Kim. They are coming up.
Machado 1 for 2 with the home run, of course. Profar 0 for 2. Kim has walked twice as they quickly go to commercial to get ready for the top of the 6th inning. Padres looking to hit 500. They are 8-9 with a 3-3 record on the road. Dodgers, of course, 11-6, looking for home win number 8.
See, was it 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Padres? Top of the 6th. Figure we're going to see Paxton come out for the Dodgers.
Oh, yeah. He'll be fine.
He gives up a couple hits, though.
I worry.
Yeah. Let's see, what's the Padres are up. Looking at their batting order. Does Macho Man have another one in him? And Paxton indeed coming out for the 6th. 6 walks, 1 strikeout, 3 hits, 1 earned run.
Macho Man. I got to be a Macho Man.
Ay. I'm listening to the Dodger broadcast. Apparently, Machado last year was diagnosed with tennis elbow.
Ooh.
For someone who has never played a game of tennis in his life, what exactly is tennis elbow? Is that
Good you are in the sucker. Let's take a look. As Machado takes, he's at 3-0.
It is the swelling or tearing of the tendons that bend your wrist backward away from your palm.
That's a strike. Count 3-1. 88 pitches for Paxton. Here comes number 89. It's in the dirt, and Machado is on base. Now we're going to start seeing a bit of a. If we don't have any action in the bullpen, now's the time to make the call.
How in the world do you issue 7 free passes in 5 innings pitched and have only given up 1 run?
Good question. Let the baseball gods answer that.
Oh, I've been asking them many questions so far this season. Why me? Why my team? Why me again? Why my team again?
So far,
why do you torture me so?
Who knows? Pitch number 91. Did he go? No, he did not go. That's ball 2. And we're going to have a talk. Profar banged 309, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. As we take a look at notable pitchers with elbow injuries, Altani, Cole, Alcantara, Ray, Bieber, DeGrom, Mueller, Flanagan, Giolito, Bautista, Hendricks, Strider, Perez, May, Bradish, and Baz. And the meeting's over. We have a 2-0 count for Profar.
Is it ever possible to watch a mound visit in baseball and not get flashbacks to Bull Durham? I don't think it's possible.
I don't think it's
Yeah. Well, Nuke's eyelids are jammed and his old man's here. We need was it a live rooster? We need a live rooster to take the hex off of Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Jimmy or Millie for their wedding present. Is that about it? We're dealing with a lot of shit.
2-2 to Profar, runner on first. We're at 93 pitches right now. Here comes pitch number 94. Maxson takes a deep breath and pitches. That's low and outside for ball 3. Did he go? No, he didn't go. There's no point in asking the first base umpire if he went because he didn't go. He should have gone before he came out the bat. How about that?
He was just making sure he wasn't asleep.
I got you. Full count is outside and another walk for 8
Holy shit.
Runners on first and second, 95 pitches in.
8 walks.
8 walks. It looks like the triple play ball would save Paxton at this point if they can pull it off.
Don't see too many of those.
No. A good 6-5-4-3 triple play would be good right about now, but because I made the suggestion, he's probably going to hit a home run at this point.
Damn it, Stat Boy, you done jinxed it.
You know, that's the thing. Every fan at some point is like, oh, he needs to hit a home run, and then he strikes out. Or he's going to strike him out, then he hits a home run. I've done that countless times. And if it's not me, it's the commentators. Oh, he's 6 innings in. He hasn't given up a hit yet. Home run, goodbye. You moron! You had to go and say it. Here comes the coach after the meeting. And is this going to be it for Paxton?
It has to be.
I would think so. Yep. Here comes the call. Making the call to the bullpen. Paxton is done.
Well, I mean, other than 8 walks, he pitched damn good.
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
I mean, he only gave up 1 earned run in 5 innings pitched.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's not bad. It's just, how the hell do you give up that many? That's like Nuke LaLoosh numbers.
So Darvish is done. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks. 2 walks. Oh, that's Darvish. That's not the
Paxton.
Paxton. I'm on the wrong. I got to click that over. There we go. And it's going to be Brazier coming in for the Dodgers. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 8 walks.
In comes Brazier. In comes Brazier. He has a 5.14 ERA this year.
Yeah,
that, as they say, sports fans, is dog shit. I think this is the first time I've seen Brazier pitch this year. I can't remember I don't think he pitched in the game we covered 2 weeks ago with the Dodgers. I don't think so. Let me look at this guy's mug. No, I'd remember a face that hideous. A face only a mother could love and that the dog catcher could only conceive.
Damn. That's brutal.
Was my mother, she had a cardinal rule when it came to food. If a cow won't eat it and a dog won't piss on it, it ain't going in my refrigerator.
Makes sense.
Well, I mean, we grew up, out in the country where there was, greens were a common staple. Poke salad, turnip greens, collard greens, uh, things of this nature, and you had to be careful.
Ryan Brasher throws for a ball on his first pitch. Batting with 29% strikeout rate, 7% walk rate. Here comes Grazier's second pitch. On the 1-0. That's in there for a strike. Good job. Runners on first and second. Dodgers up 3-1, 71% win probability. Ha-Sung Kim is up. He's walked twice, so he's been on base twice thanks to the walk.
A lot of people walked tonight.
Oh, yeah. Take a walk. Oh, that one's up in the corner, but it's a ball.
So it looks like it'll be the Lakers versus the Pelicans in a play-in game.
Yep, that takes place on Tuesday.
All right.
That's ball 3. Razor, what are you doing, brother? Come on. The 3-1 pitch. Now, I'm worried here. Here it comes. He throws outside, and the Padres have the bases loaded. And here comes Campusano, the catcher. He's 0 for 2. So you would think that he's 0 for 2, that he would probably go 0 for 3. Win probability just dropped big time, down to 62% for the Dodgers. As the stat gods or whatever they wanted to took away 10 points. Here's the first pitch. It looked low.
I believe they refer to them as the IRS.
Campusano batting .278 with 1 home run, 10 RBIs. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Got him swinging on a low ball. That's 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. We have a hit to the second baseman, to the first baseman. That is a double play.
And Machado scores.
Machado scores to make it 3-2. So we sacrificed the double play for a run, making it 3-2.
Not the worst idea in the world.
No, not really, no. Hit it hard enough just to get the runner across, even though the force out was at home, but it didn't happen. All right, runner on third as Merrill is up. That ball looked outside, and the ump agrees. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Up the middle, and the shortstop miss. Oh, but the ball is overthrown, and that is going to tie the game.
Yikes.
The second baseman did make the play, but he missed the throw at first. That is a score. That is an error, which now ties the game. Right up the middle, just past the pitcher. Second baseman makes the catch, but botches the throw. The runner comes across, and we are tied at 3. Good grab, but a bad throw. Ball went wide. Win probability has dropped again. It's now scoring decision, single RBI, E6. He slid. He just couldn't get up in time to throw the ball. Freeman, it was out of his grab. He had no chance to grab that one. Win probability is now 74-26, still in favor of the Dodgers, as we are tied at 3. And here is Tyler Wade with a runner in scoring position, 229, no home runs, and 4 RBIs. Ball 1 down low. Top of the 6th. Now we're at 59-41. If you took that cash out back in the fourth inning, good job. If not, you're breaking even right now. Up the middle to the second baseman. Routine play. Gets him at first to end the top of the sixth. We go to the bottom of the sixth with 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Smith, Muncy, and Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, just when it looked like the Dodgers are about to run away with this thing, the Padres come firing back.
Yes, they did.
They just will not go gently into that good night.
Nope.
Checking the Twitter here, seeing what's going on. I'm not sure if you ever noticed this, Stat Boy, but when it comes to social media like Twitter, there are some negative people on there. I mean,
yes, absolutely.
I thought, I saw the logo was just a little bitty blue Tweety bird. I thought this is just happy and flowers and, Werther's original candies. And there is some mean some guns on here.
Oh, you have no idea, brother. I mean, I get it. People, they get upset. They, but the problem that I have with social media is, these people, they hide behind their accounts. They very rarely do you use their real names and everything. And it's just insane how one thought can just explode into everything. ESPN money line has San Diego at a plus 180 and LA at a minus 240. What does that mean? Of course, that means you have to put up at least $240 to win $100 on the Dodgers betting. But if you want to win $180, you put up $100 on San Diego. Right now, we're tied 3-3, so it's still anyone's game.
One bad thought on Twitter is kind of like that scene in South Park where 100,000 children play the brown noise. That's how one bad thought can just turn to pure feces.
Anil De Los Santos is now pitching for the Padres. Darvish is done. And quick 2 foul off for Will Smith.
De Los Santos, that sounds like a boxing name. And this looks like a pretty tough dude.
Will Smith, 1 for 1.
From his picture here.
He does have a walk-in, and we'll see what happens on the 0-2.
When has that Mike Tyson, Jake Paul thing?
I actually have seen some reports that it got canceled. I haven't seen anything official yet. I think it's going to come up in the summertime.
I thought it was June. Let me do some investigative journalism here.
Will Smith,
Mike Tyson, Jake Paul.
As we take a look back at that Max Muncy home run.
It is scheduled to take place in Jerry World on July 20th, 2024. So Jerry Jones has now got thrown his Stetson, if you will, into the boxing promotion game. But I could be wrong here. I know I just got these new glasses, but Jerry Jones does not look like Don King to me.
No.
He doesn't. He doesn't have the beard. He doesn't have the hair. He wears a lot cheaper suits.
Outside, ball 3. 3-0 to Max Muncy with Will Smith on first.
And sometimes I wonder with guys like Jones, like, are they just like, does he like every, once a month they just pump just a little bit of formaldehyde into him, like just enough to, start the preservation thing so that eventually they can just freeze him and prop him up like Lennon outside a AT&T Stadium, something like that. Some of these old dudes are just, the preservation methods are creepy.
We have a full count on Max Muncy. Swung on that one. The one before would just touch the line. I'm called it a strike. Muncy thought it was a ball. Here comes the full count pitch.
Miss Daisy Cap got to make water.
It pops it up into the crowd behind him. Most home runs in Dodger history belongs to Eric Karros at 270. Max Muncy's at 179. 21 to go. They'll hit the 200 mark, and then they'll pass Matt Kemp at 203. Muncy pops it up, and in comes the catcher. He waves the first baseman comes all the way in from first base to make the play, and the catcher could have caught the ball himself. So one away. And up comes Hernandez. First baseman waves everybody off, saying, I got it. And he did. Here's Hernandez, not Kike, it's Teoscar. He takes a strike. 0 for 2, batting .284, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs. And he gets a piece of it, but he's not happy with the result as the ball goes into right field, and the center fielder makes the catch. And that puts 2 outs with a runner on. Still tied at 3. Win probability is still at 62% for the Dodgers, giving them the home advantage, of course. As we have a meeting out on the mound. And it looks like we're getting a pitching change, not letting De Los Santos finish the inning.
David, they's having some meetings.
Matsui is coming out to pitch to finish the inning. And the video of the interview of the guy that did the hidden ball trick has already made its rounds to ESPN.
Next thing you know, he's going to be hosting The Price is Right.
Well, he's got the looks for it.
Then it'll be that classic behind the music story. Then came the arguments, the drug use, the discollusion with the band.
Yep. Let's look on Twitter. Let's see if he's trending. Hidden ball, Dodgers Stadium.
Tell me, the closer of the year, is that still the Rolaids Relief Award?
Maybe.
I honestly can't remember.
Nope. He's not there. All right, Yuki Matsui with a 1.08 ERA, 12% strikeout ratio against Will Smith. No, not against Will Smith. It's against Outman. Forgive me on that one. Throws a strike, though, on his first pitch.
And I think the player with the smoothest glove gets the X-Lax award.
I had something for that, but I'm not going to play that card. Swings low, 0-2 to Outman. Ah. All right, the 0-2 pitch to see what happens. He chops it foul. Win probability is dropping. We're down to 58% for the Dodgers. It's almost 50-50. It's getting closer.
No fairsies.
No fairsies. All right, the 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Walking down the street. It's funny. It's what's wrong. Got contact, but it's shallow left field, and that's going to end the 6th inning. We go to the 7th. Bogart, Tatis Jr., and Collinsworth coming up as I go make a bag of popcorn. Be right back.
Ooh.
If I can get it done in 2 minutes, that's amazing.
That's some incredibly quick popcorn. Oy, oy, oy. Top of the 7th. 3-3 all. Bogarts up to the plate. And let's see, meow. 2-2 count to Bogarts. JP Fireisen in to pitch for the Dodgers. Bogarts 0 for 2 with a walk. I think just about everyone for the Padres got a walk tonight. Paxton issued 8 free passes, I believe. And let's see here. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. to Bogarts. And that is going to be ball 4. And Bogarts takes his base. So Bogarts is going to be on first. That is going to bring Fernando Tatis Jr. up to the plate. And JP Fireeisen doing what JP Fireeisen is famous for doing, putting guys on base and not keeping them off. Hey, Stat Boy's back. How's that popcorn, brother? What's your go-to popcorn?
It used to be Orville Redenbacher. There's ball 4, and there's the walk. I'm an Act 2 guy, but it's got to be. If there was a level of butter that would put you in the hospital, that's what I'd go for.
See, I don't need a lot of butter on my popcorn. In fact, I don't really want much. I'm more of a cheddar corn guy, or around the holidays, I may go for some caramel corn. But I'm more a cheddar corn than a butter corn.
Tatis Jr. shows bunt, but decides not to. And strike 1. As we get another shot of his cleats.
Actually, I think isn't it true that Donald Trump just puts ketchup on his, much like everything else? I'm joking. I have no knowledge on that. I watched a YouTube video about his diet, and basically he just puts ketchup on fucking everything.
Don't get me started on Trump. Not going to happen.
Well, I mean, I don't do politics. I find it amazing that someone with his wealth, who has been to the restaurants he has the palate of a 5-year-old. It's like, dude, like he went to some steakhouse, where they do dry aged, top grade premium beef. He orders a well done New York strip with ketchup. It's like, brother, we ain't gotta agree politically. That's all well and good. But damn it, man. Show some respect to the cow.
And we've got runners on the corners now at the top of the 7th.
Padres could break this thing wide open if they play their cards just right. Machado's on deck.
The last time I put steak on a ketchup, I was 5 years old, okay?
Steak on a ketchup?
Okay, ketchup on a steak.
Wait, strike that, reverse it.
Yeah, strike that, reverse it. The last time I did that, I was 5 years old. I didn't start doing steak sauce till I was 14.
Now, I will do, even with, say, a good, like a New York strip, T-bone, filet that I have cooked, medium rare, I will put just a few dabs of original A1 on my plate with the juice from the steak. I like the way those mix together, and I won't put it directly on the steak. I'll mix it with the puddle of juice, and it's a good little dip. But to just put the sauce on, I know we do once a year, we do a charity drive to raise money for suicide prevention awareness. I'm starting to think we should do one for people who put ketchup on their steak. We have to stop. This is getting to be a global crisis. We need, these people need our help. We need to stop, being mean to them and just start helping them.
Right. Manny Machado on deck. 3-3 tie. Padres now have the win probability at 67%. 2-1 count. Here comes up. Fireson throws it over to first. That's 2. You can't do that. Don't worry about Tatis now. He ain't going anywhere. Here comes the 2-1. The ball's high. 3-1. Fans on
Fireeisen has walked the bases loaded.
Yes, he has.
Sweet Jesus.
Here comes Machado.
If Fire Eisen gets out of this one, he better consider himself the luckiest mofo in Los Angeles County. Is that the 10th walk the Dodgers pitching staff has given up tonight? Let me
Ball
see
looked
here.
low, but the ump says no. That's a ball. Oh, it wasn't. The ump said yes, it was a ball.
That is the 11th walk
11.
the Dodgers staff has given up tonight. And it's still a tie game.
Machado hits it up in the air, and it's going to hang. And makes the catch. One away. Win probability now it's 71% for the Padres. Alex Vezia in the Dodger bullpen. Warming up.
It better be.
Profar up to bat. He's 0 for 2. That ball was outside. Ump said, of course it was. Ball 1.
Yeah, many things go outside. My dog's one of them.
Profar hits one good. Center fielder going back. It's off the wall.
And that is going to empty the bases.
Runs. 3 or 2.
3.
And it brings in a 3-run RBI double by Profar, and that opens the game. It's now 6-3.
That puts JP Fire Eisen's ERA for the season at 40.50.
Ouch.
Gonna take a few outings to lower that one.
Just at the top of the wall, another couple of inches, and that ball would have been out of here for a grand slam.
Well, so much for Fire in the Nuts Fire Eisen. I'm guessing the Dodgers are making a pitching change now.
I would.
They're making a change at the mound. Fire Eisen's going to go make a change of shorts. Because he just shat himself on national television. Ugh. Well, I mean, this Dodgers lineup is still incredibly potent. I mean, I know it's 3-6 top, or 6-3 top of the 7th, but if there's a team in baseball that can come back from this deficit, it's the Dodgers. They have the sticks. Ay, ay, ay. Ha-Seong Kim is up to bat at the moment.
Indeed, indeed. It's not over yet. No need to panic.
So apparently, one of the Dodgers sponsors, this is about the 9th time I've heard this commercial, and they're using that theme from Grease. You are the one I want. Ooh, 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 honey. You know, I love John Travolta, but I cannot watch Grease or Saturday Night Fever. I can't do it. If I want to watch him dance, I'll watch Pulp Fiction and him and Uma Thurman cut a rug. It was a teenage wedding and the old folks wished them well. You could smell the year they truly loved the mademoiselle.
Win probability now at 89% for the Padres as Alex Vezia comes into the game.
We see it was at 52%. Then something happened here recently, and that shot up.
And we have an intentional walk.
Jesus Christ! How many free passes are they going to give out?
That's number 12.
What is the record for walks issued in a professional game? I mean, we got to be approaching something here. Let's effort this here. Most walks issued in an MLB game. So once upon a time, the Chicago Cubs walked 9 in one inning. Let's see.
Camposano takes a ball. He's 0 for 3. They're thinking of the double play ball. That's probably why they did it. There's a swing and a miss. Win probability now at 90%. Did they get him at third base? They did.
Yep.
They caught him stealing. Got him at third for the second out. Well, that makes things a little bit different now.
I'm going to find this record if it hair lips the Pope. September 14th, 1971, the Washington Senators issued 19 walks in a single game. So the Dodgers are in no immediate, worry of breaking that ominous record. But I think this might be the most I've ever seen in a game. And I've been watching baseball since I was like 5 years old, and I'm 37. Like, I don't think I've ever seen this many walks put forth in a game. So it looks like Vezia is the pitcher now of record for the Dodgers. I did see Vezia pitch 2 weeks ago.
It looks like we might have a challenge coming.
Challenge in the steal or the out.
Yeah. We're getting a lot of replays. Yep, we have a challenge.
What in the name of God?
Ball on the field out at third base. They're being reviewed. It looks like the tag misses. It's very, very close. And it looks like call on the field stands as out.
Oh, boy.
All right, the 1-2 pitch to Camposano. Got him swinging up high, and that's the second out. Or the third out, excuse me. Mercifully, the top of the inning is over. Kike Hernandez, Lutz, and Betts come up to the bottom of the seventh. It's stretch time. God bless America. And
And that I love
stand beside her.
her, guide her.
Beside from the side up above. From the valley to the river to the ocean. Find true. God bless America.
Come my home, sweet home. Where's Enrico Palazzo when you need him?
He's dead.
Aw.
Too soon? Not too soon.
Sorry, fellas. For the home of the land and the land of the free. Hey, it's Enrico Palazzo. He saved the queen.
Yep.
And that dirty bastard Reggie Jackson tried to kill her.
I must kill the queen. I must kill the queen.
Of all the players that could have maybe gotten to do that, the randomness of Reggie Jackson pulling a piece from under a base and just trying to assassinate the Queen Elizabeth II. You got to be taking some serious psychedelic drugs as a writer to, okay, get me Reggie Jackson, a baseball game, a 9mm handgun, Queen Elizabeth II, and let's toss in Leslie Nielsen for good comedic measure.
Yep.
I'm trying not to laugh because it'll hurt so hard with this pinched muscle or rib or whatever the hell it is, but I'm trying to excrete my joy through tears rather than through sound. So, looks like Matsui is in as the pitcher for the Padres. Matsui this year, how is he looking? Matsui with an ERA of 1.04 this year.
And here's Kike. Comes up, ball in the dirt. Yeah, let's put the Dodgers on base. Batting 212, no home runs, and 3 RBIs. And Super Nintendo World is now open at Universal Studios. It's amazing how much. That's a strike. It's amazing how much merchandising, you go to Honda Center, you will see the Disneyland logo on the ice at a Ducks game. You go to Anaheim Stadium, you might Kike grounds out to third for the first out. You go to Dodger Stadium, you'll get a banner for Universal Studios,
Mm-hmm.
and along with Coca-Cola and Farmer John and Cracker Jacks and all that stuff. Whoever said, I want to buy a car because I saw that I'm going to Ford Field.
Well, there's Ford Field in Detroit, then there's Ford Center in Oklahoma City. So, yeah, there's Fords everywhere.
Yep. Let's take the strike, the 0-1. That's who he pitches, gets him swinging low. That's the 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch by Matsui. There it is. And he swings and he misses and he gets a strikeout. Yeah.
Dodgers not helping themselves out very much here. I mean, they're not out of chances yet, but they're getting into the bottom third of their chances.
Yep.
They do have the top of the order up with Betts. Matsui.
Betts takes a swing, fouls it off. 1 for 3, batting .362 with 6 home runs, 16 RBIs.
Who was that pitcher for the Red Sox about 20 years or so back? Threw a gyro ball. Oh gosh, Daisuke Matsu. Was it Daisuke?
No clue, boss. Popcorn's gone. The cookies are gone. I'm good. That ball's in the dirt. And it's the 2-1.
Mike crack corn, we don't care.
I almost wish it was Cracker Jacks, though. Didn't get him swinging on that one. It's 3-1 to Mookie with 2 outs. The 3-1 gets jammed and goes right back to the pitcher. That's the 3rd out. And we go to the top of the 8th. Mookie just jammed it. He got a bad swing, and the ball goes right into the catcher's glove. He jammed him good. Didn't get a good swing at it at all. Went right off the tip, and that's the end of the inning, and we go to the 8th inning.
Ay caramba.
Well, yes, Ray, we know about Ohtani and the interpreter last week. Where have you been? Come on, Ray. You gotta
Catch up, Ray.
You gotta wake up, brother. Come on now.
By the time this thing actually goes to trial, Ray, you'll only be hearing about the arrest.
That's old news, brother.
I think Ohtani's hands are more or less clean on this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What he knew it. But I'm just not buying it. And I know it's strictly a look. It's sort of an optical thing. But I don't buy Ohtani as this schmuck.
No.
The interpreter maybe, but Ohtani, it's like I just don't buy it.
This guy,
nope.
See, there are 2 things that the Japanese are known for. One of them is respect.
Yes.
And the other is honor.
Yes.
That's what I believe, okay? This guy who Ohtani hired with his money.
I thought they were hired, like the organization hired the translator for the player, or did the player personally out of their own pocket pay for a translator?
So either way,
go ahead.
This guy has disrespected not just Ohtani, but I believe the entire Japanese contingency or whatever culture, because for some reason he wanted to get rich, and look how he did it. Of course, it's all alleged. We don't know it at all until then.
See, he could have just established himself as a great interpreter, and with all the Japanese talent that's going to be coming over to the U.S. in the years to come, he could have become like the go-to interpreter and made a fortune doing that.
Exactly.
L.A. beat New Orleans. Now they have to play them again in the play-in. Yep, we got to that one.
Merrill's up. He's 2 for 3. He has a 1-1 count. Swings on the outside pitch. That makes 1-2.
See,
2 singles and an RBI for Merrill right now. That ball's in the dirt.
In the dirt.
In the dirt. Again, the statisticians are letting us know that the Dodgers have walked 12 in a game. The 2-2 pitch, unfortunately, that could have been
That almost was a pitch clock violation, but it ends up becoming a base hit. As Merrill goes 3 for 4 with 3 singles on the day. Tomorrow on ESPN at 10 o'clock Eastern, Minnesota Wild take on the LA Kings. LA Kings have already clinched their playoff spot, so this game is just for pride. Wade is up, shows bunt, but decides not to and takes a strike. Win probability now at 93% for the Padres.
Yeah. See, well, and you got the
your bunt goes over to first, makes the play. Sacrifice bunt works, and the Padres have a runner in scoring position.
I mean, honestly, if I'm the Padres, I ain't, mailing this thing in yet. I'm getting some insurance runs because this Dodger lineup, when their bats get going, they can. I mean, we saw it tonight. They went from being down to just bam, 3 runs.
And here's Bogart. He's over 2, takes a strike up high. But says no, it's a ball. Now that ball was just at the top of the letters, just below the line. And the says no, that's a ball. So that's a bad call on that one. Here's the 1-0. That was over the line, above the line. And that's a ball. I would have checked the swing on that one.
Bogart's 0 for 2 with a run and 2 walks tonight.
2 of the 12. The 2-0 pitch coming. Dezia throws. Now that's outside, and the ump calls that a strike. Now, see, now we're just giving them away here. The computer shows that was outside by at least 3 inches, if not shorter. So it's 2-1 now. That pitch
and
is
runners.
Call that a strike, ump. See, now I'm getting angry. See.
Oh, I can tell you've gone from about a 0 to a 3 to about a 5.7. I can tell the heat is on.
There you go.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
3-1 count to Bogarts. Is this walk number 13? Yes, it is.
Are you shitting me?
I am not. That is walk.
Well, they're 6 away. They're 6 away from tying the major league record.
Nick Ramirez in the bullpen warming up, the lefty. Runners on first and second. 1 out. Top of the
Hell,
8th.
that'll make him the Dodgers' 5th pitcher tonight.
I believe so.
Sweet Mother Mary.
And here is Tatis. He's 1 for 2.
You've only got, 8 in the pen total? 7 or 8 in the pen?
Up high for a ball.
Well, relief pitchers, that is. Obviously, you have your rotation.
Apparently, the Dodgers have beaten the Padres 13 straight years in the regular season series, but that might be snapped tonight. Here's the 1-0. It's low, it's outside, and the ump calls that a strike. That was nowhere near the strike zone.
Yeah, I'm looking at the strike on the ESPN Gamecast. These are not strikes, or at least that last at bat. Tatis, that is, whew.
That's a foul back, making it 1-2.
Someone bat the up and down a flask. That was just bad umpiring.
That was a bad call. There's no doubt about that. All right.
I mean,
Here comes the 1-2. Dezia in his stride, he throws. That ball was down and low, and they called that A strike. Unbelievable. How was that a strike? That ball was low and outside, and
Yeah,
from that
that was
angle, it
not
looked
even
like a
close to
strike.
the strike zone.
Well, Tatis accepts it. That looked low and outside, though. And here comes Cronenworth, who's 0 for 2. Here's the first pitch. And it pops it up, and it's playable. Here comes the second baseman all the way to the pitcher's mound, makes the catch, and we go to the bottom of the eighth with Ohtani-san, Freeman, and Smith, 2, 3, and 4. This will be the big moment for the Dodgers to try and get some of those runs back.
I mean, I figure, umpires are human. I give them, a couple of bad at bats or, a couple of, excuse me, a couple of off calls a game, but it's not so much that bad calls are going to happen. It's just the time and place when and where they happen.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with you on that. I mean, there's no denying that. It's just something needs to be done before the end of this season. Whether it's robot umpires or being able to challenge a strikeout call. Because we, the viewing audience, know what we see on television. But that differs as to what is actually happening in the game itself. I mean, we don't get paid enough money to see what an umpire sees. We don't.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it is. How do they decide the strike zone? Easy. It's the top of the lettering on the shirt to the knees.
Yeah.
And then the width of the plate.
Right.
The square you see on your screen when you are watching a ball game, that is the strike zone.
Mm-hmm.
The umpire does not get to see those lines. So
they do have to guess at it. I mean, it's not an exact science at the plate, and most umpires do a damn fine job. But every once in a while, you get a Country Joe West, an Angel Hernandez, who just they couldn't stick their thumb up their ass in 3 tries.
Exactly. Some people say it's the armpits. You don't want to say the word armpit. So, you look at the lettering on their shirts.
Yeah.
On the bottom line, either the bottom or the top line. And remember, lines are in. You hit the line, it's in play. If it's outside the line, it's out of play. Just like in tennis. If you hit the foul pole line, it's in play. It's a hit. It's a home run. That ball hits that line, it's in play. That's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like we're having a conversation now.
Another one? Okay, now my feed's working again.
And it looks like it's Peralta coming out to pitch for the Padres. 1.13 ERA, 10% strike zone. And we get a base hit right off the bat. That's going to light the fire right there. Ohtani gets on base.
Keep an eye on the screen because it sounds like we might have some shit going on the field there. I'm a little bit ahead of you. We have some kind of an argument.
No, I got game on right now. Ball went off the glove. Nice, right over the pitcher, right over the second baseman, into center field. Ohtani is on base.
So it should be coming up right now.
Now
Hard hit leaders, ball hitting 95 miles an hour. Win probability went
Okay.
down a little bit for San Diego.
I guess it sounded like there was a big argument as far as baseballs, in which like wanted a ball change or different one, something like that.
Uh,
So I guess it sounded worse than it actually was because they've resumed the game. So there you go.
well, all right, Freddie Freeman coming up to bat now. Otani on first, no outs, bottom eighth, 6-3 is the score. One pitch, one hit. Here comes the pitch. And he drops the ball. No, wait, what's the call here? Do we have a catch? We do have a catch.
I was going to say, is this going to be like the NFL? What is a catch? Does he make a baseball move whenever?
That is an out. He did catch the ball, and then the ball came loose. He didn't come down with it, so that does count as an out. So one away. Here comes Will Smith. 2 pitches, 2 hard hits.
And they've got Otani on. He is a threat to steal. Do not take thine eyes off of him.
Ball hits the low corner for strike 1. Will Smith is 2 for 2 with a single, walk, an RBI, and a run. Otani takes his lead. Ball outside for 1-1. Otani takes his lead again. And Peralta throws back. That's his first. He can throw to first base one more time. One and one to count. Otani with his lead. A little bit of a chopper, not going to second base, getting the out at first. Otani to second. We did advance the runner. Otani is in scoring position.
2 outs and Muncie's up to bat.
And it's Muncie. Otani laughing with Kim. Here comes the coach to talk to his pitcher. Talk to Peralta. We're going to have a meeting at the mound. Everybody's in. Win probability has jumped back up to 94% for the Padres. Meeting at the mound. 6-3 is the score. Otani on second. And we are good to go. The meeting's over.
I just heard the Dodgers organ in there. I was thinking about what I said. Like, what if we put Little Richard on the organ?
Robert Suarez is warming up to come into the ninth inning. As we take a look at the LA skyline, Muncie takes a strike. Max Muncy is 1 for 6 with 2 strikeouts against Peralta. Here's the next pitch. That ball looked low, looked like it was in, but the ump said no. 1-1 is the count. Would have been 0-2, but it looked like it was in the strike zone, so Muncie got a bit of a break on that one. Here's the next pitch. Hits on the edge of the bat. Center fielder coming in. Shortstop waves him off, and that's the third out to end the inning. We go to the top of the ninth for the last-ditch effort for the Padres to put the nail in the coffin in this one, as Machado and 4, 5, and 6 comes up as we go to the ninth inning.
God, if I have to hear this song from Greece again, I'm going to lose my marbles. Oh,
Ray is asking, what do we think about the Masters tournament? Scotty Scheffler, the number one golfer in the world. It made sense. Hey,
that's his second one.
second
Yep.
second jacket in 3 years. Hey, when you're number one, you go for it. You know, he's the new Tiger Woods right now. He's got that. You know, he's the number one player in the world. Sure, why not? The
I really
gambler,
thought Tiger would have had a better showing considering he made the cut,
yeah,
but round 3 and 4, he just
he just fell apart.
bleh.
He just fell
He
apart.
just he doesn't his body won't let him anymore. That's the sads.
You know, the gambler in me, I should have put some money on Scotty Scheffler. I mean, he's the number one guy. I would have had a pretty good payout. But, you know, it's like there was Tiger, there was this other guy. You know, there are tons of good players in the golf world. You know, golf is a lot like NASCAR when it comes to betting. When you have a huge field, you just don't know who you want to bet. And you know, so I wouldn't recommend betting on golf, though. I would not do that.
No, I mean I don't recommend gambling on any sport just because I'm not a gambling type. I mean I'll make like side bets with
Yeah,
friends, but
yeah.
as far as like there's some people that get way too deep into gambling, and I'm one of those
No,
people
you
that
are.
hasn't.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Check your
also
Charlie.
the guy hanging on the wall. I just I've got a very addictive personality, and there's just some things that I refuse. I mean, I've learned my lesson with stuff that got me in trouble addiction wise in my late teens, early 20s. So I've managed to stay away from the the stuff that's either going to absolutely drain me financially, or kill me, or put me behind bars, or any
Oh,
combination thereof. Oof.
and Padres start off the ninth inning with a hit. First pitch hit from Machado. Runner on base. Don't tell Matty that. He knows. Matty knows how much he wants his parlays to kick in.
Matty bets a lot of stuff, but he doesn't bet much on it. He bets $1 here, $2 there, something like that. I'm talking like these folks that are just in way over their heads. It's not a little bitty side fun gig. It's
Right.
something,
I got you.
like Gamblers Anonymous, people who are going to wind up there eventually. You know.
I got you on that. Oh, that ball goes off, and is he going to advance? Yes, he is. As a car hits, is batting for Profar. That's
Did you
a
say a
wild.
car? A car hit?
As a car
As a
coming
car?
in,
Okay.
as a car coming in for
I was
Profar.
like, what? Somebody drove a car onto this field and.
Nick Ramirez is now pitching for the Dodgers. That ball's outside. That's and now, ladies and gentlemen, the Padres have a 98% chance of winning, so it's now a 3-0 count here. Sure, let's put another runner on base. Nope, you got a strike on that one. Okay, there's hope.
I mean, even the Cleveland Indians on 10-cent beer night back in the 70s, no one was driving a car out on the
Yeah,
field.
I know.
Unfortunately, too many of them were trying to drive their cars home.
And he walks in. There's walk number 14 or 15.
Oh, crap. Let's jump in Jiminy. What are we at here?
I think it's walk number 15. Yeah, that's 14.
So they're 5 away from the all-time record. Not exactly one you want a piece of. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep.
14 walks.
Why is this ESPN Gamecast is not doing me very well tonight? Usually it's spot on.
Runners will hold. One out.
That was Kim. That was with the fly out. Up comes Campusano. He's the next batter. Well, there's Campusano up to bat. He's 0 for 4. He's an 0 for tonight. Two outs to go, so I'm pretty. Oh, he lined one. That was a good. Had the distance, but didn't go. That's strike one. So unless we get a miracle here, I think the walk record is going to be saved. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Campusano. Fouls that back. That's strike two.
Looks like it'll be 6, 7, and 8 due up for the Dodgers. You could see some pinch hitting going on here.
Not a bad idea. Campusano with the 0-2 pitch. Here it comes. Gets a piece of it. We go to second base and back to first for the double play. And we're going down to the bottom of the ninth as Hernandez, Outman, and Kike 6, 7, and 8 to try and get this win.
Ray, did you read this on The Onion, or is this legit news?
What are we looking at here? What's he asking? I don't see what he's asking.
Did you hear the Washington Commanders are getting sued by Native Americans because they want the name changed back to the Redskins?
That's been a thing for a while.
And let's say, like, I haven't heard about that. I mean, that sounds like something you'd see from The Onion. You know, just a.
That's been a thing, so he's not wrong in that. But it has been a while.
So you've got certain tribes and organizations wanting them to change it back, and other tribes and organizations wanting them to not change it back. You can't please anybody anymore.
No, you sure can't. No, you sure can't. Well, more than likely, all the Dodger Padres parlays are done, so. The fan in me is sad that the Dodgers might lose, but the gambler in me is happy that I didn't make the bet. Not to make one, especially in this case, because I would. See, here's the thing: I got one parlay in, and it was a hockey parlay. I think it was the Wild and the Avalanche, and 4 players had to score a goal in one night, which they did. We took the smaller payout, and we even cashed it out because we had 3 and we should have gone for 4. But if we went for 4, we would have lost the whole thing. And so, like I said, I'm playing on pure profits on FanDuel. I've only made one deposit. And then I still have some money left over, so I'm playing on pure profits. Lucky me, you know. I want to see if I can make it last through the whole month of April. So
I'm going to check this out after our work is done here tonight. Apparently, at the Collision show on Saturday night, Tony came out. On stage and was begging people to stay for Ring of Honor. Something I'll check this out, but it doesn't look good when the promoter is begging people to stay. Considering the fact AEW does good domestically, at least, to fill an arena a third full these days.
Grounds out to first for the first out. Robert Suarez, the closer for the Padres, has 4 saves under his belt. Dodgers down to the 2 outs left. Here comes.
Could be number 5 for him here.
Yeah. Here comes Outman.
I'm surprised they're letting 7, 8, 9 hit. I kind of figured we'd see some pinch hitting here.
Ball is low. Ball 1. Win probability is at 99%, so it's pretty much a lock at this point. We'll see what happens. That ball is outside. Gets it right. That's ball 2. Don't screw this up. Give him a chance. Play it fair. So I can have some more Assassin's Creed time. Here's the next pitch. That ball was up there. It looked like a strike. Said no, it's a ball. 3-0. So we might have a little bit of life here. Let's see. And the pitch. There's a strike in the low corner. 3-1.
Who is up?
He's in the corner, but that's okay. Corners are good. Inside corner, anyway. You don't want the outside corner. Here comes the 3-1 pitch, and foul back. Got a piece of it. We're at a full count.
I'm a pitch ahead of you. I'm trying to maintain my poker face.
Hey, I got you, boss. It's all right. That's the thing with Gamecast and ESPN. They just don't match up. Here's the pitch.
Well, I've got
Side ball 4.
the TV, the Gamecast, and the radio. Like the actual, I'm listening to Dodger radio in this ear. I've got you in this ear. Then I've got Gamecast in front of me.
I got you.
I feel like I'm running a NASA launch or something.
Maybe so. All right, Kike Hernandez up. I got to call him Kike and not Enrique. His name is Enrique, but he goes by Kike. So
Enrique.
Enrique. Here's the first pitch, and that is in there for a strike, just under the line. Got that one right, strike 1. 0 for 2 with a walk, batting 206, no home runs, 3 RBIs, but a home run would be nice right about now. Kike waiting for the pitch. Here it comes. That's low. Ball 1. Gavin Lutz on deck. Mookie Betts after that if Kike gets on base or gets a hit. Here's the 1-1. Way up high, and that makes it 2-1. Suarez looking a little nervous, can I do this? We shall see. Here comes the 2-1. Good pitch. And Kike fouls it back. It's the 2-2. Suarez grabs the rosin. 1 out, runner on. Bottom of the 9th, 6-3. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. We get a swing. It's up the middle. Touches second. Touches first. Double play. Ends the game. Padres win 6-3. San Diego.
And as the Dodgers broadcast team just announced, well, you can't give out free passes. No shit, Sherlock.
So San Diego.
What's news today? Water is wet. So Matsui gets the win. Fire gets the loss. Suarez gets his 5th save. I mean, it was an entertaining game all the way through. I mean, Dodgers had a chance there, but they hit into that damn double play. I mean, all in all, I mean, enjoyable game. I can't remember ever having seen this many walks in a game. I mean, especially 8 from the starting pitcher. But I mean, yeah, even as bad as that was, Paxton didn't lose the game because it was still 3-3 when Fire Eisen came in and issued 2 walks, 3 earned runs, 2 hits. Just, ugh.
It happens.
Yeah. In the words of Forrest Gump, sometimes. Lady, as I heard that man turn that slogan into a bumper sticker, he made a lot of money off that.
Yes, he did.
Oh, well, sorry that your Dodgers didn't do so well there.
Dodgers. No, they're not.
Well, they're your National League team.
They're my National League team.
Yeah.
It just didn't happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, for all you Dodger fans out there who now that they're 11-4, they'll be fine. They're okay.
Yeah, they
Just
are.
get it. Just have some cocoa. Get in your jammies and tuck yourself into bed tonight. It's gonna be fine.
That's a good idea. I think I'm going to do that because I have to work tomorrow.
So do I, but I ain't getting into my jammies and cocoa. I'm gonna probably have some ice water and clean up the kitchen and get to bed
Yeah,
with a
I
shot of
gotta clean
NyQuil.
myself. I haven't done any of that all day today. Captain, I'm
Well,
going to go ahead and take my leave. The game is over. My job is done. I'll see
all
everybody
right.
on Tuesday.
Take care. Thanks for subbing in tonight. Yeah, we do this. We do this every Sunday. Anytime you want to join us, pop in.
If I ever get another Sunday off, we'll never say never. Don't forget, NHL playoffs starting later next week. NBA playoffs, play-in tournament starts on Tuesday. Dodger fans.
Oh, and the NFL draft Thursday the 25th.
NFL
Let us know if you want to join us for that one.
And we'll see you all in the sports bar Tuesday, 7 o'clock. For now, I love you all, family. Stat Boy out. Catch y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.
Take care, Mike. Well, Stat Boy is out, and this is normally the part in the show, if Maddie were here, where he would advise you all of the 8 commandments that we have at the RAWBall podcast. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Don't get arrested. Don't get pulled over in the state of Kansas. Work like the devil, eat like a king, sleep like a baby. And the other 2, hey, maybe we'll come up with them in the meantime. I have been the captain. Thank you for joining us, all 96 of you. It has been a pleasure. We will see you Tuesday evening on the weekly RAWBall podcast. And we will also be here. Gosh, what else do we have coming up? The NFL draft, Sunday Night Baseball next week, Rangers and Rangers and who else, Nick? I hate it when my memory goes bad. Anyway, take care, everybody, and we will see you all a little further on up the road.